Hello, hello! It is I, Erudi, and welcome to the second episode of Star Wars Dawn of Defiance, the Prologue, number 2. If you tuned in last week, you know we had a really good time in Prologue 1. You got introduced to two fantastic characters, Dina Voss and Moravgi, the Wookiee, as they found themselves at common odds with enemies they didn't expect it and had to escape together to Selzon Station for safety. Lots of laughs were had and lots of adventure too. And based on your guys' responses, it sounds like you guys enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that you will find that same energy tonight. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. But tonight, the prologue is focusing on two very different characters in a very different place for very different reasons. And so before we hop into all that and we start talking about the story and their characters and all of that, let's say hello to the players themselves. We'll start by saying hello to Keaton. What is going on, my friend?
Yo, I am very excited to play my Trandoshan. Yeah, I just want to play. Let's get into it.
Fantastic. And of course, I've got my lovely partner and co-owner of Moonskull, Sevi. How are you feeling, Sevs? You excited?
I'm good. I am super excited for people to meet Anya. I'm really excited. I hope that you guys do like her because I love her already. So I think this is going to be so fun.
Indeed, I think it will be. It will be. I'm going to try something real quick. I already know I've probably fucked it up, so chat, you can laugh whenever it happens. I'm just going to move this over.
Oh, thank you, LV Cowboy, for staying awake. Just so that you didn't miss this one. I'm so excited.
I appreciate that. Really excited for the energy you guys are bringing to this, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the response would be. I know you guys have been asking for this show for a long time, but I didn't know what the turnout was going to be, so I'm glad that it ended up being what it is.
And also forgot to say thank you, Wilson, so much for the $20 super chat. And I will be an actual good character. So just as background while Erudi's fixing his Streamlabs stuff, apparently what I thought was good was evil. Warlock shared with him the Vial of Darkness book, as well as the deeds of I can't remember, the deeds of exaltation or something. The good equivalent of the Vial of Darkness book, and I was shocked to say that a lot of the things that I thought were neutral were actually pretty evil. So I did my homework to try and be as good as possible. And hello, Disparu, how are you doing?
Oh, Dispy Wispy's here.
Oh, so be nice to Disparu.
That is his endearing nickname that he earned in Frostmaiden. Why would that not be being nice?
Because I'm pretty sure that was not a willing nickname. That's probably you being annoying.
It was given to him by his favorite hag character that he had to deal with for a long time. Let me go back to Facebook for a second.
Oh, X-Ray gave it to you. Okay.
Yeah, it originated from X-Ray Girl, and then the hag picked it up. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And real quick reminder, since I've already seen people commenting about it in chat, so before we get too much further into this and talk about what she's talking about being a good character and why that matters, you might have heard we're trying to go to Dallas. So we're going to the Dallas Fan Expo, and we want to see you guys there. But of course, to do that, we need to see us guys and gals there. So we're trying to raise funds to get there, and we've put together some really fun campaign objectives to help you help us do that. You already blew through the first one. Thank you. Holy shit. That was way faster than I expected. You unlocked a campaign where Sevi is going to be a DM, and I have to be her player. I'm already miserable. We haven't even started yet, but it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see what her DMing chops are going to look like, and if she can extend that patience fuse just a little bit longer for herding around players like herself and the others. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're now on the second tier, which is unlocking some cosplay. That's going to be Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit, and then also me as Kermit. And it's gonna be like a full Kermit suit, not like some green like paint or a flimsy mask or something. It's gonna be an actual Kermit suit. So if you want to see that, you got to get us through that second tier. And we added a little incentive last night. If you guys watched Mummy's Mask, you might have learned that Mort has joined the scene. And so you've got two really good reasons to try to get us to tier 3. One, tier 3 is a top secret tier designed by me that revolves around Mort. And I know you guys are going to be very excited for going through that. But we added a bonus objective last night. If we get there by Monday night at midnight or Tuesday morning, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if we get there, Mort's gonna have a wife named Chrysanth, who he lovingly calls his the nugget of his heart, and he'll mention her from time to time throughout the campaign. So if you would like that, you're gonna have to tune in and help us do that. And you can do that by going to the link that's being spammed in chat. It's a Streamlabs link. That is the only way. And the biggest thing about that, aside from helping us and what I just said, is when you use the Streamlabs link, the players get double the bonus. So if you sent a force point to the players, they'll instead get 2. In another stream, if it was bennies, they'll get 2 bennies or 2 convictions or 2 miracles for the same price as 1. So it's a really good deal, and it helps us a lot. So we're really looking forward to that. But yeah, we're going to be playing Star Wars. You guys have been asking for it, and you guys like the first one. I think you're going to like this one. Let's talk a little bit about the characters that we're going to be looking at. Now, I think I fixed this. I didn't get to do this last time, so I'm going to, before I ask you guys, I am going to show the previous ones because we didn't have the artwork ready last time because the map didn't work. So last time we had Dina. So let's show you guys Dina. So everybody, including you two, should be able to see her. I don't know. Yeah, there she is. That is Dina Voss from last time. So that was Moss's character. If you didn't see the artwork already on the poster or on our community tab announcements, you can see she's got her Imperial garb there, and then the red cloak thing that she grabbed on her way out. And then we had Moravgi after he's commandeered his stormtrooper equipment that he tore apart and made a mockery of. So there he is, looking pretty fierce, I would say. But today we have 2 new characters, so we'll go in the same order we just did. So if you could each just give a elevator speech idea of what your character is, race, class, a little bit about their personality and where they would come from. And I will put up your art first, Keaton, as we show off Skak.
Skak. What a great name. He is a Trandoshan, obviously, a soldier. He's a former bounty hunter who is living a life of dejection, I think, in the Empire because of the alien racism. He's trying to make ends meet. And you know what? He might just start sticking it to the Empire someday soon.
Yeah, it's tough to be an alien these days, isn't it? I just realized I logged out of my Streamlabs. But really cool. And you said the class and race?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And let me go to the next one. And then, of course, we've got Sevi playing as Anya. Tell us about Anya.
Her name is Anya Soretti, and she was a Padawan when the Revenge of the Sith era kind of happened. So she was at the temple. That's kind of like her background on it. She did suffer great tragedy, and through the Force bond, she felt her master die. So we'll probably revisit some of that stuff, some of that background more. So she carries that, and it weighs heavily on her. She was able to run away. She is human. She is a Jedi, and she has been hiding out, trying to lay low and making sure that she is not killed. And trying to survive as her master asked her to try to do. But I think it's gonna be really fascinating to play Anya. It's gonna be really good.
I'm excited to see how you do.
I'm not a Jedi Knight. I'll say I'm not a Jedi Knight. Just keep that in mind.
You are a Padawan.
Yeah.
And a masterless Padawan at the moment at that. So you're going to have to do a lot of self-training, and that's going to be fun.
Yep. The chat was asking, I took her... I took her looks. I kind of made a mixture of Faith from Buffy, and then had her have like the hair to the side and having black hair. So that's kind of like what, where that came from.
I'm a little confused though. You said she's gonna train. I don't think women Jedi train in this universe. I think she's just
no. See, you're mistaken.
This is not Disney. This is not Disney.
Disney universe you're thinking of. There is none of that here. That's right, chat. If you don't know, we're ignoring all that Disney canon. That stuff is out the window. We don't even like the word legends. This is the original Star Wars universe, expanded universe that we are basing this stuff off of. I am not by any means a Star Wars expert in every facet of the imagination. I don't have everything memorized. I don't have a production team to write scripts for me. We're going to be improvising this stuff. So every now and again, I'm probably going to get some stuff wrong. But my promise to you is that it won't be based on Disney lore. And we're going to capture the spirit of the originals. That is what we are doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so there's been a little bit of talk about Sevi playing a good character. If you've watched any of our other shows, you know why that is such a fascinating topic of conversation. And the reason it's sort of important in this system is, well, if you know anything about Star Wars, there's the light side of the Force, there's the dark side of the Force, and the Jedi can fall to the dark side. Well, in this system, when you fall to the dark side, it's treated as a form of player death. Your character ceases to be who they were and becomes somebody else that is controlled by me, the GM. So if she doesn't be good, well, I'm going to have to use her character to be very bad. And I don't think that's what she wants. So I'm going to be very interested to see how she plays her out. I'm excited. Oh, sorry, Disparu. Your script was a little too Disney-based for my liking. Sorry. All right, so there was something else I was going to throw out there. Oh, we just got a Streamlabs from John. Thank you, John, for $40. And he says, you did an amazing job with the first prologue, Erudi. To reward your effort, I'm giving this to Sevi. Well, thank you. This is typically how this works. I do a good job, Sevi gets rewarded. I get it. No, definitely appreciate that. So that tier is going to be Force points. I would normally give her 2, but because you did it through Streamlabs, she's going to get 4. Now that's going to carry over to the main episode, Sevs. So just make a note somewhere on your sheet that you'll be getting 4 for the first episode. For this episode, you guys are going to get 3 trial Force points that you can just use, and they're just here for you to experiment and learn the system as we play. They won't count against your real Force points. And then Vader kills her. Well, you know, that could happen too. But awesome. Thank you for that super chat. Very much appreciate it. As mentioned, we doubled the reward because you went through Streamlabs, and thank you for helping us get to Dallas. Was there anything else I need to point out before we launch into this thing? I don't think so. I think we hit all the points I wanted to. Oh, and we're using Star Wars SAGA Edition for those who are asking. Oh, I don't know. Was it 2 for the first one? Probably 2. That's probably right, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, 2 Force points. 2 temporary Force points for this session. I think he's right. But cool. Episode 36, Heavy Falls to the Dark Side. Guys, we've already established in this universe 36 is an unlucky number. All right.
That's my employee number. My character.
Oh, that's perfect.
I would laugh so hard if his employee ID, if Rudi's a real life employee ID is 36.
It's not, but there are other things that, well, you know, we're not going to go into that.
Really trying to be good, but I already fell to the dark side.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. If we get that bar up to 500 by the end of this session tonight, I will tell you guys a real life thing that I have to deal with every single day that has that damn number on it.
Oh my god, I want to know.
Otherwise, it'll be a secret, locked away forever. Wow, that was a slurping sound. I meant zip and throw the key away.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Oh god damn it! Fucking hell! Between you and Caleb, man. So we're gonna start on a core agri world of Chandrilla. An agri world in Star Wars, by the way, is basically a planet that is solely focused on agriculture and farming. It's their primary exports, what they're known for. Their whole world is just built, it's naturally designed in such a way that it's just ripe for just making nothing but agriculture. It's what they do. And that is where we are at, and we're going to start with Sevi. And the camera is going to do its crawl. It's going to pan down on Chandrilla, and then it's going to do a screen wipe onto a local farm where some local fruits are being harvested, and there are some droids out in the field doing some work, getting fruit done, vehicles moving around and floating around, pesticides being sprayed on things. And we're going to zoom in on Anya, who is one of the living workers in this area. And Anya, you have been working on this farm for several years. And you have been working under the couple who are sitting there talking to you now. Jesra Bibbage and Trinelli Bibbage. And Jesra is in the middle of, he's saying to you, "And I can't tell you how much we appreciate all that you do, Anya. Ever since you got here, the droids have been getting far more done, and we've had less dealings with the local locusts."
It's really nothing. I really owe everything to both of you, really. You took me out when I had nowhere else to go. You lent me a place to stay. You got me through some work, and I'm on my feet, and I couldn't have done that without both of you.
His wife, Trinelli, smiles and goes, "And we couldn't have made this season's crop without you, Anya. That is the circle of things. And you'll always have a place here. Your family now." She looks up, and the sun is starting to get low in the day, and she's like, "But we've been eating up too much of your time, I think. I know you have a great deal more to do before you retire for the night, so Jesra and I will leave you be."
Okay, have a good evening if I don't see you before you go to bed.
There'll be supper in the warmer. I'll tell 2R67 to keep that out, so just in case you're hungry.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure I will be famished as right after I finish the day's work.
Oh, and if you see Mort, could you tell him that we saw him sleeping in the droid repair bay? We can't have any more of that.
Oh, yeah, I will. I will let them know. That's unfortunate. He really needs to... I don't know what he does that he apparently has to sleep during the day. It's not like he's doing anything in the evening. I'll talk to him.
Neither do we. Very well, let's go in. Trinelli, we'll see you later, Anya.
Okay.
And as they head back in, you realize, hey, you still got a couple hours of work probably left. And you pick up your equipment and start to get back to it when something hits you in the side of the head.
On the side of my head?
Yeah, something right in the side of the head.
Oh, like, I'll look around to see, A, what hit me, and then 2, who threw it at me.
You look down, and there's one of the fruits that you've been harvesting, a special kind of long fruit called a banane. And you look around to see who threw this banane at you, and you see your friend Granget. The old wily Doug himself is sitting there with another banana, peeling it with his feet and grinning at you. He winks as he takes a bite out of the long fruit.
I should have known it was you. You know, we can't be wasting fruit. I'll pick up the fruit and try to dust it off and see if it's good enough for me to put it in the basket with the other fruits.
You hit your noggin. It must be bruised. Yeah, you look at it, and yeah, he's probably going to be bruised. And he kind of chuckles to himself. Yeah, you should have known better, Anya. Besides, it's just too long fruit. They'll never miss it. And I've been with the family for so long. They know I like to snack from time to time.
I don't know. Maybe just try not to do it very often. They do require as much as we can harvest to sell, and how things are going.
You are such a stick in the mud, Anya. You'll never want to have any fun. I understand. Wherever you came from, they put a good head on your shoulders. You know, you don't ever talk too much about where you come from. But you seem very, I don't know, formal. Did you go to some sort of boarding school?
Boarding school. I suppose it was, but it's my life now, and I think it's a good life. It's relaxing. I mean, a lot of people don't get to experience what we do here. It's quite calming and refreshing.
I see. So you retired to manual labor and farm life because you wanted relaxation. You and I, Anya, we have two very different ideas of relaxation.
Well, how do you propose we relax? I mean, maybe after we're done with all the work, we could relax.
He looks at you, kind of scrunching his face a little bit, and then he walks by on his hands. So dogs kind of walk on their back hands a little bit, and then he stops on his small hands and kind of pats you in the cheek, and then goes by and goes, Anya, I'm getting old. Tending to fruits, dealing with droids, working out in the sweltering heat at midday. It's getting too much for my old bones. I've been saving for a very long time. Oh. And he's had this cough over the last probably 2 months that seems to get worse as each month passes. And he kind of like blinks his eyes, wiping the tears or whatever from the hard coughing. Sorry about that, Anya.
That's not getting any better. You sure you don't want to get it looked at? I mean, we could always ask for a day off, and I can accompany you to get it looked at. It seems to be getting worse.
What money, Anya? Ever since the Empire took over, health benefits haven't been great. And things have increased in price across the board. I'm saving for my retirement. I need to be done with this. Then my health will be better. Once I have all the money I need, Anya, and I can go and find my own place here on Chandrilla and just... what did you call it? Relax.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't take care of yourself, you might not live to retirement.
Well, you have a good point about... Before he can finish saying that sentence, something else hits you in the head, Anya.
Okay, I'll look around to see what hit me and where it came from.
On the ground is one of Chandrilla's famous, what they call blue diamond locusts. They are very large, translucent, blue sheened looking creatures that are known to tear long fruits to shreds in rapid time. And if there's one, there's at least got to be a dozen around here.
Oh,
and,
God. Locusts! Quickly!
You lock eyes with Granjit, he locks eyes with you, and you both know it's time to go get the... You have some weapons that are made specifically for this locust fighting gear, if you will. And he's like, right, to the equipment, let's go.
Yep.
And you guys start running for that. And as you're running, somebody had a really good idea. I'll tell you what, I can do this for you, chat, if you want this deal. You would like a deal where if we reach it, Mort will be in every campaign in some way. I can certainly make that happen. Where are we at? We're at 420. If we can get another, let's just say, $360 on top of that, bringing us up to $780. I will unlock Mort for you. I think that'll be great. It'll just be in every campaign going forward. He might not be a major character, but he'll be a recurring one. So there you go.
Oh, we got also a donation from Aiden. He donated $20 to Velrock because Erudi sucks.
Oh, now I don't even want to give it to him. What is this?
Well, too bad. You gotta give it to me.
Too bad.
Erudi,
You have to.
Erudi, you did a good job. Here's some benefits for Sevi. Erudi, you suck. Here's some benefits for Velrock. I see how this shit's going.
What does that give me?
That gives you 2 hero points because it's doubled through Streamlabs.
2 hero points.
Oh, I'm assuming the mods will tell us what to do next round, right? I don't. Do I have to write them down?
Oh, just write them. Just write them like in your notes somewhere, in your bio notes or something.
Okay.
I mean, they can keep track of them if they want to, but I didn't tell them to, so they might not be doing that.
Okay, right. I'll just do that.
All right, so what was I saying? Oh, you guys are running for the weapons, and you go to the little storage shed where one of the crop droids is currently taking his oil bath right next to it, and you grab your equipment. You got like a little like stun prod thing that sometimes causes them to like flip over on their back real easy, like if they're flying at you and shit. And you've got another thing that's like a little like low-powered blaster to kill them if you're able to get them to be still long enough to do so, because these wily bastards are hard to hit. And how do you donate to Streamlabs? There is a link being spammed in the chat. You can also ask the mods. Michaela will be happy to take care of you and hand you that link. Isn't that right, Michaela? You want them to get this goal? Yeah, I think so. But you guys head over to go fight these creatures, and you're looking around for them, and we're going to get our first roll of the night. So the long fruit grows on these really, really hard husk, almost like bark-like stalks. And running through them, even though they're pliable enough that you can kind of move through them, it blocks a lot of vision. So trying to find these creatures is going to be a real pain in the ass. So what I'm going to need you to do is make me a perception check as you're running through this area trying to find... Oh, and let me move to the map screen 1 second so they can see the rolls. There we go. And that'll be the first check of the night, Sevs.
Got it. Perception.
I don't know why it's not...
Oh, not bad at all. I got a 24.
Surprise, surprise. Sevi has good rolls in every game she ever plays. That is an exceptional roll. So you hear the sound of them as you are going through the field, and you head in that direction, and sure enough, you see a whole bunch of them. They are gathered around in the area where some of the newer crop that is going to be very vital to the future seasons coming up. And they've already started chewing away a lot of them. And one of them has even mischievously hopped onto this chipper device. It's a big machine that is basically used to take those husks that I talked about. Those got to be disposed of. They're not good for basically anything else. They're not good burning fuel, anything like that. So it gets turned into like this sawdust that they can sell to places who need that kind of material. You can see that one of them have hopped on to the controls there and kind of walking around with this like bug legs has accidentally turned the device on and it's started moving. And the chipper is now just rolling along. But you got to stop these creatures first. The crop is more important.
Okay, I'll grab the blaster pistol and I'll shoot at the locusts.
All right, so go ahead and give me a shot at one of these locusts. Let's see. With your pistol.
Please be good. 12.
It easily flutters out of the way. And as you do that, Granjit comes out from the other clearing, and he looks at you and shakes his head, and he goes, Anya, that is a poodoo way to handle this. You know, you can't just shoot these things out of the air. They're too difficult. You got to stun them first. Stun them. And you see him take his little stun stick and hit one of them, and they kind of then flip over on their back and then he lowers his rifle and shoots it dead.
Stunning, of course.
And remember, shoot them in the underbelly. Underbelly.
Underbelly. Okay. Do I have one of these stun batons?
Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. You don't have it in your sheet, but that's fine. Just roll. Actually, let me go with your sheet. You might just roll a strength. But let's see. Don't you? Have
I just have lightsaber. No, I just have a lightsaber and I have a blaster pistol.
That's fine. Just roll your strength. That should be fine. Just roll strength.
Strength. Okay. Rolling strength, and I got a 12.
All right, so you attempt to stun one of these things, and it again kind of darts out of your way, a little closer this time. Seems like these things are a little bit easier to hit with the arc of this stun weapon. And one of them seems to get a little irritated at being poked and prodded at you. So you poke at it, and kind of like those aggressive jumping spiders or whatever, it actually comes at you. So I'm going to make a little roll here.
Oh, God.
But it misses really badly, in fact. See, this is how this works, chat. She gets 24s, I get natural ones. It flies at you like straight for your face, but it's kind of clumsy because you just almost stunned it, so you're easily sort of able to step out of the way, and it flutters past you, and it hits the side of the chipper machine, and like it's sitting there shaking its head as it's like sitting on the tread, like getting ready to get ran over. And then we're going to go over to Granjit. He's going to take out another one, getting rid of it. And then he sees a couple of them up on the machine, so he starts climbing up onto the machine to take care of those. And then the one that was on the tread gets crushed by the machine because its leg gets stuck in the tread as it turns, and then it comes to you.
Okay, strength again. Oh, thank God, 22, let's go!
Damn. Yeah, you stun the shit out of one of these things. So you get it, and it quivers, and it like plops over onto its back, exposing its underbelly. And you'll be able to take a shot at it if you want. So go ahead. Now, normally you won't have this many actions, but for the sake of this little adventure, we're going to call this part of the experience.
Okay.
So you could shoot it in its underbelly.
13.
That is good enough to kill one of these things. At least on the underbelly. And you did 8 damage. That'll also be enough to kill it. Perfect. So you shoot it in the belly, and it goes dead. It's done with. And another one of these things are going to come at you. One of them's going to go at Granjit, one of the ones up on the chipper. So this one will be for you. Oh, it looks like I got you.
Shit.
So this thing's going to, this is against your reflex defense. So it's going to hop through the air, and it's going to land on your shoulder, and it's going to nibble on your ear as if it was a crop. It's not going to feel good.
My ear.
So you take 3 damage as it bites you in the ear.
Okay.
It's just being nice. It's giving you a free piercing if you decide to be a more rebellious Jedi. The other one is going to attack Granjit.
Oh, thank God you missed.
It's going to miss, and it's going to try to land on part of the device, and it's going to miss and fall into the chipper, and you see like bug parts flying all over the place. And then we're going to go to Granjit, who is climbing up onto a part of the chipper, one of the hauling claws on top, and he's taking the stun baton and hitting the creatures, makes one of them fall into the chipper, and then he's like reaching over to try to get that last one, and it looks like he's just going to get it, and he does get it, and it falls stunned as well, and he looks at you with a wink and gives you a thumbs up, and then it goes to you, and there is still one more of these creatures flittering around, eating one of the long trees as we speak.
Okay, so strength again. That's
That'll
17.
do it. So that'll stun one, and then you can go ahead and shoot it.
Okay. All right.
12 is good enough to hit him when they're upside down, and 13 is more than enough to kill him. So you shoot him in the underbelly, and he explodes everywhere, and there is no more locusts. And then from behind you, you hear a ah! And you turn just in time to see that Granjit has slipped. He is now hanging by like 2 fingers off the top of this device. His weapons have fallen to the side. He's right over the chippers, and you know, there's no chance of you running over there and getting to him in time before he falls in there and dies.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. How far away is he? Like, way far away from me? Like, there's no way if I book it,
You could book it, and you'd get there in time to be near it, but you would have no actions left to actually save him. Or you could run close enough to be, like, within 6 squares of it, but then you'd need some other way to save him with an action.
Okay, I'm gonna use... I'm gonna get close enough, and then I'm gonna use move object as my standard action, so that's one of my force points. And move object, it says up to 6 squares, so as long as I get to 6 squares, then I can do it. And then... I think I'll do that. I mean, I can't let him die. I can stop it.
You run over there, and your intent is you don't have to use a force point for this if you're using the force power move object, unless you're trying to upgrade it. But a reminder, you are a Jedi in a galaxy where you're a fugitive and the Empire's hunting you. If you do this, you're going to be revealing what you are to Granjit. You still do this anyways?
Yeah. He's my best friend. Ever since I got plopped here in this world, there's nobody else. It's him and Jethra and Trinelli and him. They're the closest people I'm with. I'm sure I'm sure that if there's anybody I can trust, it's them. They're like my family. I will protect him. I'm sure that he will understand. I've never heard him talk badly about the Jedi at all. And I really think this is the right thing to do. I mean, yes, it does put me in danger. It is a risk. Hopefully there's nobody else around, but it's a risk I have to take.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what that means. So you go over there and you feel the Force flow through you. Something you probably haven't really connected with and called upon in some time. And he's dangling in the last few fingers, just they give out because he's old, and he begins to fall. Ah!
Oh,
And you just let out with the Force and shove him away. And the Force, like, he's looking at you, eyes wide as terror, as he thinks he's about to die. And he's falling into this thing, and he just sees you raise your hands, and thwomp, he gets hit solidly in the chest and flies backwards across the dirt and into one of the long fruit banana stalks. Just looking stunned, trying to catch his breath at the split second near death he almost had.
Oh God! I'll run. I will rush towards him and make sure he's okay.
He's looking at you with wide eyes, and before he can say anything, from behind you, you hear, "Oh, I guess I forgot to put the emergency brake on. My bad." And you see the other farmhand, Mort, go over to the chipper machine and turn it off and pull up the emergency brake on the thing that's supposed to keep it from rolling off like this. Hope nobody was hurt.
God. It's fine, Mort. I'll talk to you later.
Sorry if there are hard feelings, he says, looking at you, being kind of snippy, and the way that Granjit's looking at you and him right now. I'll just be on my way. And he wanders off, probably to go sleep somewhere like he always does. And Granjit locks eyes with you, and he's just staring at you quietly for a moment, his dug hand over his heart as he's breathing heavily, and even without touching him, you can feel like the heavy heartbeat of his chest, and you can see the thoughts swirling in his mind.
Take a deep breath. Yes, you saw that. This is why I don't talk about my background. Don't say it. It's okay. I had to save you.
It all makes sense now. Thank you, Anya.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you get scratched? Are you all right?
I'm wonderful, thanks to you. I don't even know what to say right now. I never thought in my life I'd meet someone like you.
You're my best friend. I'm nothing different than what you know me as. You understand that nobody can know, right?
Nobody can. What? Oh, no, Anya, I would never. Not only are you my friend, but you just saved my life. I swear, on Grandet's honor, no one will know of where you come from. Not by me.
Thank you. I'm glad you're safe. That's good. I suppose you might have questions.
I have so many. Right now, Anya, I am just suddenly very tired. I think I'm going to retreat to my home for the night.
Okay,
You might want to consider checking the farm cameras.
Sure.
I don't know how it will look on the feeds, but it might be best if there's a glitch.
Yeah, I will do that. Go rest. It'll be better tomorrow.
He nods, and he kind of pushes himself up onto his front arms and stretches his neck a little bit and looks around at the dead locusts.
Do you want me to stick around and help you clean these up?
No, it's okay. You're very tired and you had a very traumatic experience just now. I think it's okay. You can go rest. I'll look at the computers and then take care of this.
He nods.
Thank you again, Anya. Truly.
And then he starts to walk away, and he reaches up with one of his long arms and snatches a fruit off of one of the trees and starts making his way back to his house.
I'll shake my head. He just took another fruit.
Oh my god, the stupid Streamlabs thing is on. I'm going to turn that one off.
I was fixing it, okay? I made it better.
You added more? I swear to God, Sebs. So we're going to cut away from the Bibbage farm household, and we're going to move over to another place here on Chandrilla. A little ways off, not too far, and one of the more industrial complexes here, where a lot of the stuff goes to be processed, packaged up, and shipped off world. Where there is a new building going up, a warehouse and a processing facility that is under construction, and it's being done by one of the bigger construction guilds around here. And working here are a bunch of experts of their craft, construction workers and whatnot. The majority of them, though, are human. There is one or two aliens on this crew, and one of them is a transition, and who is being played by Valrock. No, there is no music currently. I am working on a music solution, chat. The problem is Sirenscape doesn't have Star Wars music, and I can't even play it because YouTube clips it. So I got to find stuff that's kind of close and upload it, and that's proving to be a bit of a chore to find something YouTube won't flag. I do want to check one last thing real quick. I think I saw something.
Oh, we got 2 donations, by the way.
We did. Bald Eagle sent $100. Figured I'd start the train to get the best character I've ever heard and seen make his appearance. I can't wait to see Darth Daddy in his tight leather outfit with his whip and lightsaber. For $100, I don't know who that's going to, Bald Eagle. If you're intending to buy this show's version of A Miracle, I will stock that away for that, and they'll get double the value of it. And LV Cowboy says 20. This is for Darth Mort. Oh God. Okay, maybe there could be a Darth Mort. We could see. Just got to get to that magical number 780 tonight. We are about 260 away. But thank you. Who did you want that to go to? Me? Is it when you're saying Darth Mort? Do you want that to go to me? I'll take 2 force points for my characters. I'll be happy to do that.
Bald Eagle set force points for you, Erudi.
Oh wow, they are stocking me up. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
But why though?
Well, the bad guy's got to have some wins too every once in a while, right?
All right. I guess I'm just used to the good guys always winning in most recent Star Wars movies.
Don't worry, the good guys always win in our campaigns too, because chat loves you guys. Thank you. Force points for me. So both of you did force points for me. I appreciate that. So you are working on your construction site, and right now, though, it's lunchtime, Velrock, and you are sitting on one of the scaffolding rafter things, kind of looking out over Chandrilla, looking at the farmlands that are just off the city, and they're very beautiful, a multicolored spectrum of all sorts of fruits and grains and different things that have been both naturally born on this world and imported from places all over the galaxy to be harvested and shipped out and sent out to the core galaxy.
Jeez, this place is ugly.
Of course you would think that. Hideous. But what would your character, Skak? What would he be eating for lunch? What's in his lunch pail right now?
Anything that is made of meat. If there's anything green on it, I'm picking it off and just throwing it over.
Anything green? Okay, so you're getting rid of all the meat. Did you pack this yourself, or did you buy it from one of the local stands or something like that?
Yeah, probably got it where everyone else is getting their lunch food. I don't know. That sounds
sure.
good.
So
to me.
there's some local stands nearby where the guys pick up food sometimes. Their favorite one is this place called Crunchies, and they've got some really good meat foods over there. And they usually do a combination of a variety of meats, and then they usually include a really nice little salad with it. But it seems like you must have tossed that part out. And one of these is a nice hearty. It's like some sort of like boar-like creature, and then they also included as like a little bonus what they called roasted blue diamond. And it's like a roasted bug that looks like some sort of locust creature that they roast the outside of the shell over like this Spitfire thing, and it kind of hardens the outside and softens the inside to like this tender meat that you crack it open and just eat some bug meat. Enjoyable? Good lunch?
Oh, yeah. The best.
As you're eating your food, you hear some footsteps on the scaffolding behind you as one of the other construction guys are going to kind of like eke on by because he's going to head down and start doing some of his work. Do you politely kind of scoot forward a little bit, letting him go by?
Is he a human?
Yeah, he's definitely a human.
No. He's going to have to brush past me.
Oh, God.
What? There's plenty of room for you to go through. Just go.
Very well. And the man starts to go by, and he is scooting past you, and you feel him like brush against your back. And then you hear a thunk as his boot hits your lunch pail, and you've got the core meat, the boar, like a piece of the boar in your hands. But you watch as your delicious roasted bug and the other part of your boar kind of tumble off the scaffolding, hitting the dirt ground below.
He just kind of stares at it for a sec, and a frown curls across his face, and he will turn around. Instead of leaning over the scaffolding, he turns around and stands at full height against this guy.
I'm so sorry, Skag. I was trying to get by, but your bulk was just so big, and if only you'd made a couple more inches of room.
It's Skak
Oh, sorry,
with a
Scout.
K. Yeah, I know. You laser brains don't know how to spell, so
Moonskull donations carry over. Yeah. 780 goal is for tonight for the Mort thing. The Chrysanth ones are for Tuesday.
Hey, no hard feelings, right? Wouldn't want a workplace incident.
he just kind of looks at him and starts to chuckle to himself. That's a good one. You're funny. Well, what are you doing in the construction business? You should be a comedian.
I don't know what you find so funny, Skug. But I gotta get
The
down
other
to
thing I
some
find
work.
funny is that you could do anything to me.
You best watch yourself, Skug. You wouldn't be the first other to disappear around here.
Yeah. He goes back to leaning over the edge and eating his meat.
Tell him his score's 0? That's not very nice. Are you saying to tell him to tell the other guy his scores are? Okay, I can see what you're saying. And the guy just kind of like smirks to himself a little bit and turns, and he heads over and starts making his way down to the construction area below. And you return to your meal. This has kind of been part and parcel of your experience so far in Chandrila, and generally with all the companies that you've been working with over the last couple of years. With the Empire taking over, anti-alien sentiment has been on the rise. And increasingly, you find yourself on the end of more and more jokes, pranks, insults, sometimes just being treated, well, non-human.
They're just jealous.
I'm sure that's the case.
Oh, wait, hold
so-
on. I have to get into character.
Oh god, here we go. Oh, he's got his hat. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Oh no. Yeah, I got it, Nozak. These construction guys aren't quite that refined to even know to say that, but that is true. 2 points today by chatless gold stuff. Will count like Saturday. Yeah, perfect. All right, so you start to tear back into that hat's amazing. You start to tear back into your food, and then
I have an even better one coming, by the way.
you
I have a knitted
hear.
one being made.
Did you get a data pad or anything like that in your purchases?
Let's see. I took a utility belt. It might have come with one. Let me check. No data pad.
Okay, we're gonna say you have a company issued one for now. That functions on the site, and then it deactivates at the end of the day. It's got like some admin stuff to kind of regulate it, and you hear a timer on it go off.
I mean, lunchtime's over.
Yes,
Or is that a call?
that is definitely lunchtime over.
All right. Back to it. I throw the bone over the edge.
It falls down from the height and hits one of the droids down below. It looks up at you and shakes one of its claws at you, and then it goes back to work. You make your way down, and you see your crew over there going over some plans, and one of them looks up, and he's like, "Ah, there you are, Lizard Breath. We've been waiting on you. Come on. We ain't got all day."
I'm coming. Scruffy nerf herder.
All right, listen. The boss says we got to move up the timetable. We're behind. Way behind. So, we were only planning on doing one demolition today. But now,
Wait. Behind? No, we're not behind. I didn't get any notes about being behind.
Oh, did you not get the email that was sent out this morning?
He immediately pulls out his data pad and starts looking through, trying to find it. No, I didn't get anything.
He pulls out his data pad and looks.
Oh, that's because the boss misspelled your name again. He put Skux when your name is Scalgs. What an idiot.
That's not my.
Anyway, yeah, we're behind. Very behind. We were going to do 1 demolition. Now we're going to do 3. And we got to get them done in the same amount of time. So we got to hop to it.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. No, none of that makes sense. That can't be right. Why don't we just go talk to him and get it sorted out first?
Talk to him. Hey, good luck. If you can get him on the holo, I'll pay you my entire week's salary.
Yeah. He is hard to get a hold of. Okay.
Yes,
Do we have the supplies for it?
Yep, we got all the supplies. Only thing is, since we're only planning on 1, we didn't get enough shielding plates for the other 2 charges, but it should be fine. I checked the regulations on the chargers, and the blast radius should be enough that if you stand over at the detonation zone, you're going to be good. It's going to cause no problems.
Nah, I'm a master of this stuff. I can rig something.
Excellent. So make sure you get it done. We need it done by today or the boss is going to be real angry. Yeah, when the boss is angry, lunchtimes get shorter. You know how it goes.
All right, just leave it to me, I guess. This is very weird. I hope he doesn't make a habit of this on this job.
One of the construction workers who you guys have called Cowboy because of some of his antics over the years is kind of like scratching the back of his neck and just looking at the timetable and the plans. He's like, I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this, guys. Something just, I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry about it. I'll get it sorted. It'll all go very smoothly. I guarantee it.
It better. Not all of us can regrow our paychecks like you regrew your tail or your arm last time.
It's fine. Please, just shut up. Let me do my work. And let's leave it at that.
Sure. Cowboy, you're with him. Okay.
Cowboy picks up his gear and his equipment and is like, looks like I'm following you, Skak.
All right.
By the way, Cowboy's the only one who ever says your name right.
Oh, Cowboy's a G, but he's still human, so he's sub-Trandoshan.
He is. And he comes with you over to take over the other site. But as you turn to go, we're going to make your first roll of the night. Could you please make me a perception check?
Perception. I'm fantastic at these. Oop, where's my thing at? 13.
All right, so that is good enough. When you turn around and you start to walk, your eyes catch at the very last second, right as your foot's about to hit it, somebody has, while you weren't paying attention, strung up a wire designed to be just at the height to trip you when you turned around to walk into it.
What the?
That's so
Can I
rude.
look and see what it is? Like what?
Yeah,
what
it
is
looks like
attached to?
it's like somebody took some of the local wire, like the electrical wires that they're going to use to like string everything up whenever they get the electricity put in, and just while you guys were talking, strung that up and left it there specifically. It looks like designed to trip somebody.
Hey, he looks around. Who's wasting company resources? Criffing morons.
We better not let the boss know about that. Sorry, Skak. I know these guys give you a hard time.
He pulls out some of his pliers and starts like undoing the wire.
Maybe we can still salvage this.
Yeah, that's fine. That works. Let's just get it over with. You know, for a guy whose salvation isn't guaranteed with the scorekeeper, you're all right.
I don't know what any of that means, Skak, but I'll take it as a compliment coming from you.
And Cowboy and you head over and you do the first demolition. No problem. You has the proper shielding and whatnot, and we're gonna say that you can take a 10 on this easy. So what is your normal
+7?
10? +7? Yeah, okay, yeah. You're gonna be very good to go on that. So you set that up perfectly. Explosion goes off. Boom. No problem. The second one is lacking the proper equipment, even less so than the construction leader had led you to believe. Not
Cowboy,
only
why
are
are
the
we missing green wires? We need more green wires. Where are they? Did you not bring them?
You know I'm not charged of that stuff, Skek. We got these yellow wires they tried to trip you with.
Well, the yellow, we might confuse it with the neon green one.
I'm not sure what to tell you, Skek. The next shipment, the pickup for shipment for parts doesn't even leave till tomorrow, so I don't know.
Okay. All right, let me think. Yeah, all right, yeah, we can do that. Let me just get it in my brain real quick. He he sits there for like 15 seconds and his lips are kind of moving like he's trying to put it in his brain that there are two wires that look really close to each other.
All right. So you kind of look at that and like really get it in your brain, and you're good.
Let's do this.
All right, Cowboy says, sounding even more uneasy than he did when you were at the planning table. But he follows your directions. Everything you tell him to do, he gets it set up, and you guys get the second demolition of this old structure set up. Give me an actual roll this time, though. So mechanics, that'll be 17. It's just like you took a 10. Amazing. Boom, goes off just fine. You set up the everything correctly, and
it says 10 for me.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was thinking add +7 to that.
No, it added it. It added it.
It did add it. Okay.
Yeah.
So your total is 10. Interesting. So, you also have a bad feeling about this. This could be a situation, maybe, where you roll a force point. Up to you.
Let's see. So we get 2 of them, right? Is it 2?
Yeah, you got 2 temporary ones for this session. You can use one at
let
a
me
time
use
to add a
that.
D6.
D6? D6, though. Is that going to get me anything?
The target number's 12, so
Yeah, let me think here.
you got more odds than
My
less.
luck is really bad on D6s, but I don't want to screw this up.
Boom.
Okay, 5.
It's a good boom. No problems. Despite the setbacks, you were able to get it together and make this thing work. And you know, you struggled a little bit actually, because even though you looked at those wires and thought you had it right, when you actually got time to set the thing up, you kind of like didn't remember what they were anymore. But something inside of you, this luck, this intuition, you're like, you're good to go. And you happen to pick the right things in the right spot. So that's your force point coming into play. And boom, everything's good. Now you got to head over to the third site.
All right. Let's he's gonna improvise a little bit and just grab, like, spit in the dirt and like rub like some dirt on one of the wires. Not enough to like gunk up anything, but just enough to like give it a little bit of color. And yeah, he'll try doing it again with this.
Fantastic. So you head over to the third site. This one has even less than supplies than the last one.
Oh, geez.
In your expert mind,
what's going on here?
This is now bordering on the edge of being actually unsafe, even for you. What do you say or do?
I think this is some sort of guild violation, isn't it? I mean, this can't be right. They can't expect us to do it with just this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Skak, this is, I got a really bad feeling about this, Skak. Maybe we should, just write up a report or something and try to find some sort of flag that would give us an excuse for not getting this done. That might be the right move, right?
I mean, that's one move, but if we go back, those guys are just going to give us hell for not seeing it through, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose, especially you. Oh, man, I don't know, Skak.
All right, just calm down. I can jury rig it. Just let me walk you through it. All right, let's get it done. Let's see if we can get the proper yield out of this thing.
Can you make me an investigation check as you're looking over what documents you've been given about this stuff?
Investigation? Is that a skill?
I might be saying the wrong one.
Oh, gather
Gather
information.
information.
Maybe?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, that's charisma though. Technology, maybe?
No, it should be correct. Maybe your sheet settings not. Is it charisma? I don't think it's charisma based.
Let's see what the notes say. Oh, the notes don't say anything.
Other information is charisma based. You're right. All right, let's go with All right, we'll just go with perception for now. Just go with perception. I'll figure out the right thing for this next time.
11.
So what I was going to say was you're looking at these plans and the data that it has for you and suggesting it. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be a pretty explosion. There's probably going to be some material that normally you would salvage that's just not going to make it out of it. But there's in your opinion, based on the equipment that they put on here, there's a safe enough blast radius that you could have Cowboy hold up one of the shields from the first explosion and kind of hold it in place over in this one area. He'll be in a safe zone, and you can detonate it from a certain distance, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. It just won't be pretty, and you won't be, like, maintaining top company value with some of the things that are going to get melted in the process.
Could I instruct him the detonation sequence while I hold the shield in the blast zone? Or am I also in a blast zone?
You could, but he is not a master demolitionist like you. He's not certified for it. That would also
But
be
he
a
also
company
can't regrow
violation.
limbs.
That's true. So you could, if you bring that up to him, he'll say the same thing I just said. He's like, I don't know, Skax. That's that's a violation. If any of the boys found out that you let me do that, it'd be your neck, maybe mine.
I am a fan of my neck. I need it for my head.
I trust you. You're an expert. You say the blast radius is X. I believe you. It's X. But you're sure? You looked at the paperwork and it's X, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I mean, this should work.
Hey, let's just get it done. We got 30 minutes to get this done before we're over company time, and then we're going to be screwed either way.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, this line right here, right? He shouts to you.
A little to your left.
Well, to the left. Like there? Right there?
That should be spot on.
All right. He gets down behind the shield and kind of reinforces it and locks it into place as best he can. And then he puts his headphones on with the earplugs, and he gives you the thumbs up with a smile and says, "Let's do this, Skax. You're the best in the business."
It's true. All right, let's do it.
Oh my God! Bald Eagle just tipped $240.
Holy shit. What does that get us to? That gets us to the total. Holy hell. Bald Eagle, you madman. Since there's only 2 people that are wanting to see Mort, I guess I'll finish it off. More force points, Erudi. You're gonna need them. Thank you. Well, you have just unlocked Mort in every campaign we ever do. He'll make some sort of appearance that is recurring. And thank you for that support. And that's $240, and it's all going to be force points for me. Oh, I'll have to put those to good use. I'll definitely have to put those to good use.
And now all the tension is gone.
It's all good. The tension's still there. But good stuff. Thank you guys for that. You guys are 780. We are 78% on the way to our goal.
Whoo!
That is amazing. Thank you, Bald Eagle. And it is true.
Close.
He's gonna need the dice. He rolls horribly.
I do have the worst luck, so you're probably making this at least an even fight between me and the players. But all right, so you're the best in the business, Skax. And you said that you agree, and click.
Yeah.
Now you
I had a natural gas leak.
You kind of like ducked and closed your eyes because you're supposed to do that, and the proper shielding wasn't here.
I have a blast helmet.
Okay, that works too. Either way, the sound of the explosion, very off to you. You've done demolitions this whole time. The explosive, it says it's on that paperwork, doesn't detonate like that. That's not right.
I'm just like looking down at the data pad and looking back at it. What the hell?
Oh my god.
And you do some calculations in your head. Actually, do you have knowledge technology?
I couldn't get that as a soldier. That wasn't one of the things that it allowed me to take.
All right, just all right, that's fine. Let me look at your sheet.
I have a +2 intelligence though.
Yeah, just give me a intelligence check then. That works for me. I'll look at that knowledge technology thing. That's interesting.
Yeah, the only knowledge one it let me take as a soldier was tactics.
Please tell me cowboys, okay?
Yeah, you can't, you're looking at this, you're like, this makes no sense. And you do some calculations in your head. That explosion was not a class 3. That had to have at least been a class 4. And the radius for a class 4 is much bigger.
Oh, hell. That ain't good. This cowboy over there.
You turn and slowly look, and Cowboy is a smoldering body on the ground. His clothes are on fire. He's kind of like screaming in pain. There's like some shrapnel in his leg.
Okay. I got a med pack. Does that help in this situation?
He might be able to stabilize whatever the hell's happening, but it's definitely not going to heal him.
I just want him to live.
Yeah, you can run over to Cowboy, and he's screaming in pain. He is on fire currently, though, by the way, so we might want to start with that.
Yeah, let's start with that.
So you look around, give me a perception check as you hear his screams. You're trying to figure out how you can stop this fire.
No, I'm just going to tackle him. I'm just going to tackle him and roll him around.
That might burn you. You're still going to do it?
I don't care. I can regenerate it.
You tackle on him and start stop, drop, and rolling him by force. And we'll see that. Yeah, we'll say that works. That is good enough to put out the fire on him, but you do take a little bit of fire damage. So let's give you 1d4 fire damage. So just 2. You only take a little bit of a scalding there. Stupid ass Streamlabs just automatically said, "Oh my!" Put an F in the chat, and that was not planned. That was not planned.
That's
awesome. And yeah, so he is no longer on fire, but he's still in pain. There's some shrapnel in his leg, and this is not going to be good. He's in very bad shape. He needs to be treated at least immediately to get this. Make me your medical check if you're going to try to help him.
Okay, yeah, I was looking up what the med pack did exactly because I wasn't sure. It just came with my utility belt. Treat injuries, wisdom.
Oh wow, chat! Come on.
That's a natural 20.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
That is solid.
Look at that.
You're gonna live, cowboy.
So you know that pulling out shrapnel, bad idea. If you pull that shrapnel out, you'll probably bleed to death. You take the kit and just sort of wrap it around the injury, keeping the shrapnel in place, and telling him you're going to be okay, cowboy, or whatever it is you're saying.
Okay, it has bandages back to synthetic flesh, coagulants, stimulants, and other medicines. So everything there that I can use in this
You're basically
situation.
emptying out this kit he's fucking burnt, he's shrapneled, he's in pain. So yeah, you're just using everything to get this guy all fixed up. And he's still in a lot of pain even when you're done, but you think you fixed him up enough that if he gets medical attention, professional medical attention soon, he's going to be fine. But that's going to require telling some people. And Cowboy is probably going to be okay. But you're going to have to leave him here. You're not going to be able to carry him out of here. You may injure him more. So do you run back and get some people and let them know what the hell is just going on?
What's our play here, cowboy? What do we do?
It's all he says in response.
All right. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm going to go get someone.
All right, so you run and you get the leader, and then he's gonna be like yelling at you, "What the hell happened?" Like on the way over there, rushing, getting
Well, I
like a
don't know. The
medical
specs
droid.
didn't match. I mean, it's not my fault.
Of course, it's never your fault, Skulk. And they get over there, and
It's Stack.
the droid comes over, and basically he's gonna be fine-ish. He's not gonna die, but he's gonna be probably a few months off the job, healing up. The company doesn't have the best insurance through the Empire market exchange, so he's not gonna be getting like full back to treatment. It's gonna be a slow, painful recovery for Cowboy.
Better than nothing, honestly.
And it is better. It's better. It's spoken like a true Imperial. Better than nothing. And you know, maybe you feel a little obligation to Cowboy. He's the only one who's ever been nice to you in this place. And you maybe join him on his trip over to the infirmary to be taken care of. And the camera's going to pan ever so slightly as you go by with him to a creature sitting in the back, a Rodian, who's just enjoying a drink at a local cafe, who puts the drink down as you walk by and then pulls up a little comm to her mouth that goes, "I got and you have no idea that this is happening.
I don't
We're
speak
gonna-
Rhodian.
And you don't even speak Rodian.
Wait, how many
Rodian.
languages do I get? It's equal to my intelligence modifier, right?
Yeah, it's the whatever you start with, so common plus your natural language and then your intelligence modifier of extra languages.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't take Rhodian.
Um,
Maybe at level 4.
Cowboy is alive, chat. Jesus, he's fine. He's fine.
Is that cowboy spelled with a Q?
No, it's not.
All thanks to Velrock, I will add. He's alive because of Velrock.
Well, he's also injured because of me.
He's perfectly fine.
Semantics.
Perfectly fine. And you know what? He's gonna sue the company. He's gonna come out on top. He's gonna end up being a millionaire. I promise you, Chad. I'm taking care of Cowboy on the back end of the story. He's gonna be living the life. But for right now, it seems real sad. So don't worry, Cowboy. I took care of you. Jesus. So we go back. Things are bad, Skek. It sounds like they're going to be filing a report, and every time they do this, you end up getting a dressing down from the higher-ups the next day, and you know it's going to suck. Even though you know it's not your fault, they're not going to believe you. They're going to promise to do an investigation, and then if it turns out, you'll get your docked payback. But that investigation will never come to fruition. All of this stuff...
No, they can't do an investigation. They have to do a perception.
Okay, and a perception. But you know how you've been through this show before. So you go to bed that night with Cowboy on your mind and everything else that occurred, and just thinking about where your life has been the last several years. Zaku, you're an Imperial agent. I don't know. The Empire doesn't exactly have a good ending, so maybe it doesn't work out so well for you, I think. Jesus. So we're going to go back now to the farm. You've had a good night's rest, Anya, so you can get back those hit points that you suffered from the locust bite on the ear. And you report to the farmstead early in the AM, as you always do. And when you get there, you find Mort fast asleep, sitting near the stock feed. He's got a data pad in his hand, and the screen lock apparently didn't go off. It looks like it's some sort of adult website that he was watching before he drifted off.
Great.
And you don't see Granjit anywhere. Normally he's here before you, but he did have a very rough day yesterday.
Great. And just to make sure, I did check all the cameras feeds the night before and everything to make sure that they were glitched so it didn't show me using the Force.
Yeah, you're very trusted
Okay.
by the Bibbages, and if you went in there, they don't lock it down or anything. They're not really technologically savvy people when it comes to security. It's very easy to erase feed off here with like little effort.
Okay. All right. So I'll kick his boot, and I'll say, "Mort, time to get up."
Yeah. Oh, I'm awake. I was just resting my eyes. He quickly locks the screen of his pad.
Yeah. So just so that you know, you need to stop napping so much during work hours. Come on, let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Okay, I'm ready. Always such a ball buster on you. Let's see. What do you want me to work on first?
Why don't you work on that side of the field? Just start harvesting the fruit that needs to be harvested, and I'll start from that side of the field over there.
Well, that side's the side that gets hit by the sun first. Wouldn't you prefer to trade? I'm bigger, and, well, the sun hits me over the stalks faster than you, and...
Fine, it doesn't matter. Just get to work.
Thank you, Anya. You are an angel. By the way, I know you've said no several times before, but I'm going to be heading out to the cafe after work's done tonight, and if you're interested in getting a calf and maybe dinner...
No. I'll walk away.
Good talk. Mort goes the other way.
Poor guy.
And poor guy. Canonically, this is like the 5th time she shot him down. And you start getting to work, and you're several hours in, and Granget's still not here. He must have really taken that fall yesterday really hard.
Wow. Oh man. I'll. Does he have a comm link that I could try to reach him in? Like I have a comm link that is long range. Maybe I can try and reach him through it.
He does have the company one. He has the company comm link. And you might have his personal like holo information that can be used on like a data pad or communication device, not necessarily a comm link. So you could try either one. You could try calling his home, or you could try reaching him on the company comm link. That could work.
All right, I'll try his home first.
Okay, you ring him on the farm holo receiver, and trying to get a hold of him. No answer.
I'll try the company one.
So you call him over the comm link several times, and again, he doesn't pick up. It's going through, though, so it's definitely transmitting.
That's not good. Maybe... Oh, God. He was really sick. Kind of worried that he died overnight.
Anya! Anya! Anya!
Yeah?
You hear
look
Mort
around.
whining from outside the farmhouse. He often calls after you like this. Usually something that he can't handle that should be very easy, and you go over and fix it in like 5 seconds, but he whines at you for 10 or 15 minutes about it.
Okay, I'll go look.
And you step outside, and there's Mort, but Mort has some friends. You see an Imperial officer dressed in his officer's uniform, and 4 stormtroopers with
4?
blasters. And the officer has a pistol to... actually, no, the officer doesn't. The stormtrooper has his blaster to Mort's back, who currently has his hands over his head like this, and he's looking around, kind of like wild-eyed. He says, Anya, they said they're looking for you. You should cooperate and help.
Oh, my God. Really? Oh, God. Well, I feel extremely betrayed right now, because this would be the only reason why he's not answering my calls, why he didn't show up, and why out of nowhere stormtroopers are here and an Imperial officer is here.
You think it was Granget?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
There's nobody else. Like,
Yeah, you
I'm
might be right.
hoping.
I mean, you did
I'm
see
hoping
Mort
he's not.
walk by yesterday whenever you were helping Granget up from the field.
Yeah, he's not that good of an actor, though. He does Mort seem like he's actually afraid?
He looks pretty terrified, yeah. But you can make a God damn it. Sense motive? Is it sense motive in this one?
There is no sense more.
Oh, it's just perception in this one. It's all combined. All right, you can make a perception check to try to read his state. God damn your fucking rolls, man. Yeah, he is very clearly terrified. In fact, you think he may have even possibly wet himself.
Okay, all right. I can't let him get hurt. So before I step out of the farmhouse where I'm in, I'm gonna make sure I have my lightsaber with me and my blaster pistol.
It's a good question. Being that you're trying to hide your identity, do you normally keep that on you at all times?
Yeah, because you never know. I'm always ready that you don't know that you're gonna be attacked. So I'm always prepared, and it's always safer for it to be in my person than somewhere else.
Say you keep it in a hollowed out pesticide can.
Sure.
That you keep on your utility belt, and you keep it there so that nobody is, there call any attention to it. That looks pretty normal, but it's in there.
All right, I'll step out. I'll
Are
say,
you-
may I help you?
Are you Anya Satarelli of the Jedi Order? I thought as much.
Who wants to know?
A loyal citizen of the Empire has informed us that a Jedi was on this farmstead. Scored himself quite the retirement in exchange for your capture. I'm afraid this is the end of the road for you, Jedi. Come peacefully, and your friend and the keepers of this farm will all go unharmed, and you will be processed like the criminal that you are.
Well, first of all, technically, I don't know if I would even qualify to be a Jedi. But I don't want you to hurt them, so please let him go.
Of course. I give you my word as an Imperial officer, not a hair will be harmed on this handsome young man's head. Just come over, peacefully, hands up. We will bind you and take you off to the spaceport to be processed on our Star Destroyer.
Can you describe to me the area? Like, in terms of, like, where we're at, what might be around? Like, I might need a distraction. I might use something to throw at them to distract them to get Mort, even though I do not like him, to safety.
Absolutely. Give me a perception check again.
Oh, thank God. I was worried I was going to roll badly.
Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, so you look around for possible things that might be able to help you in this situation, and there are various pieces of farm equipment lying around that could easily be flung or moved around for sure. There is strung up, so there is a piece of farm equipment that's kind of hung up on a rope and being hoisted, and if it was freed and it swings down, this piece of construction material they're using to build one of the new silos would probably hit them in the back, the stormtroopers and the Imperial officer all at once. It would probably result in Mort getting hit too, but it would just be by the force of the officer and the troops running into him. It is an option.
I'll do that.
All right, so you say that you're going to go along. I hear an echo. Is that coming from me or you?
No. I will raise my hands and start walking towards them.
That's a good Jedi. Just a little bit closer.
Well, let Mort start to back up. Mort, back up. As I'm calling it closer, he needs to start backing up.
Mort looks uncertainly at the officer, who shakes his head no. Says, no, stay right there.
Shit. Okay, is Mort looking at me?
He definitely is. He looks terrified.
Okay. How do I get a message to him? Oh shit. Okay. But he's not gonna. Yeah. This is what it's gonna have to happen. Like, how far away am I from them?
You are probably about 12 squares away from them.
Okay. I need to be 6 squares. I will. Well, 6 squares of the thing. So how? Like, tell me. I'll walk really slowly until I get 6 squares away from the equipment that is hanging to use the force.
Okay. And you want to use the force. So stupid, Toothless. You're gonna use the force to basically try to unstrap this thing.
Yeah.
Make me a use the force check.
That was a fantastic reference by Tuesday.
That is roll force point. Is that it? No.
No, just on your skills.
Oh,
but
use the force. I see it. I see it now. Oh, thank God! Thank the fucking
Christ,
God,
man!
Thank the fucking God! Like, I was like sweating this out. Not gonna lie.
It's gonna be one of those campaigns. All right, you with your mind kind of lift your hand a little bit and then turn it, and the rope up there kind of unties itself, and the officer kind of like tilts his head like he hears something, and he turns to look back, and thwunk right in the back of his head, and the 4 stormtroopers, they all go sprawling forward, and the very bottom of the bar kind of like gets Mort across the head, but not like as strongly as they did. He goes sprawling across the ground, and you have a moment now to escape.
Yep. I will yell to Mort to tell them to run away and get Jethro and Trinelli out, and I'll run away. Cause I don't want to kill them if I don't have to.
Okay. I could use that music. Sure. I'll pull that up, I guess. All right. Well, let me see something.
To be
Testing.
continued.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, it's coming out of you, Sev, so that I'm echoing. I don't know why. Maybe just if you can manually mute between when we're talking, we'll figure it out. But all right, so you said you're running away?
Yes. Yep.
Right.
I don't want to kill them if I don't have to.
All right, so you book it around the front of the farmhouse, hoping that maybe there's some way that you could pull this off, and your mind's racing, thinking about all the farm equipment, where the nearest location you could get to is. You knew this day could potentially come, and you do know that Jesfra has an old speeder bike that he constantly works on, and it would be the least impactful to his bottom line if you took that above anything else, and it's decently fast, and it could get you to the nearby industrial town where they process all the food.
I think I figured it out. I don't think you'll hear an echo now, but we'll check.
Okay. Cool. I don't hear it. But that would probably be the equipment that if you took it, it would hurt your friends the least in terms of their bottom line and income and equipment.
Then I'll do that.
All right. So you find that.
I'll try to, in the future, maybe send some money to them to help them out. But for now, I'll run away, and I'll hope that Mort got up and tells them so they run.
So you hop onto the bike, and because you see Jesfra work on this thing all the time. You know that he keeps the key literally like behind the mirror of this thing. You get it out, start it up, and you kick it into high gear, and you start barreling your way towards the city. But then behind you hear, and you see 2 speeder bikes come out from behind vehicle storage area, and there are 2 scout troopers on the back. It appears that the officer did not come alone. And you are being pursued now towards that town. And we are going to break away from you as you are speeding towards the town. We're going to go over to Skag.
You son of a...
He hates it so much. You go over to Skag. God damn it, now I'm messing up on accident.
I'm leaving.
I'm screwing myself up. And as expected, the next day rolls around, and you are standing in front of a holovid, being dressed down by the leader of your construction guild. His name is Erudi, and he's just shaking his head, and he's saying, like, "God damn it, Scooge. This is like the 5th
sir,
report
it's
I've gotten
Skag.
about you." Excuse me?
Never mind.
You know this is going to be a dock in your pay. All right? We got to cover his medical bills. Equipment's been damaged. If you'd paid better attention to those reports and checked the equipment, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Well, can I just say that the whole thing seemed really weird? I mean, I don't know, like, that wasn't part of the original plan.
We're behind schedule, and part of it is because of 2 other incidences you took part in, Scooch. So I don't want any lip from you.
Oh, come on, man. That's bantha piss. I didn't do anything. I've been doing my
Bantha
work
piss.
100%.
What's bantha piss is the profits you've been pissing away with all of your shenanigans, thinking you're better than everyone else. I'll have you know I could have 3 other humans to replace you in an instant if I needed to, and you'd be lucky to
that'd be
find
3
work
times
outside
the
of my
pay.
company.
What good would that do?
At least they'd get the work done, and you wouldn't be able to
get
find
my
work
work
outside
done.
out
It's
of the
everyone else
guild if
that
you
slows me
tried.
down.
You can take the dock in pay, or you can take the dock in employment. Your choice, Scooch.
What's the percentage?
35%.
Make it 36 and you got to... No, I'm just kidding. That seems excessive.
Oh, plus a 1% medical charge to help cover the costs.
Okay, see, that one I'm okay with.
You're going to be okay with all of it. And you're going to get us back on schedule, or I will find a new demolitionist. Do you understand, Scooch?
Yes.
And for the love of God, check your damn email. It's always getting returned to sender. Out. He shuts off the communication.
That's not my fault. It's this damn data pad.
You're all alone in the office now. Erudi, the leader of your construction guild, has gone offline.
I'm gonna...
36% coming off your pay. Not fun.
My hand reaches down to the blaster that's sort of tucked in my like hidden holster, and I'm just like flipping the safety on and off and like gritting my teeth. All right, let's leave the office. Bunch of sub-Trandoshan filth on this planet. This guild doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, really annoying for sure. So you head back out to start getting your work done, and this meeting went through your lunch break, which means you're not going to get one today. And it's going to be straight to work. You got a couple demolition sites to set up. You're still short on equipment. Now you don't even got Cowboy. So you're going to be stuck with one of the rookies who really doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. What?
Mm-hmm.
A shitty day.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're going over to start getting things set up, you hear the sound of footsteps approaching you from behind.
Who's gonna pick on me today? I'll turn around and see who it is.
you turn around and you see a rather rotund pink Rhodian wearing some fitted armor and carrying a rather large blaster and wearing a jetpack.
Hmm.
This person is actually familiar to you. You recognize her. Her name is
Sevi.
Oh God, no.
You're gonna get me in trouble. No, her name is Font Tra, and she is a bounty hunter, and not one you're happy to see.
Yeah, I thought I smelled Rancor Poodoo in the air this morning.
Well, if it isn't the guild killer himself, fancy I found you here. What do they have you doing now? Construction?
I'm working a decent job. You know, stuff I like to do. What's it to you?
What's it to me? Well, there's a very high price on your head, Skak. One that I'm very eager to collect. So why don't we save the trouble of making me detain you and putting any of your... She looks around at all the humans on the site. Friends at risk.
No, I don't care about any of these people.
Well, then care about yourself, then, she says, reaching down towards her blaster.
I'll do the same.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way, she says as her brow kind of like creases down and the camera passes across her eyes.
I like unlatch the strap on the blaster and I just like slowly pull the stock up so that I can have it ready.
You've been out of practice for many years. Don't do this, Skak. You're worth more alive than dead. She kind of whips up like she's going to grab her gun. Go ahead and make me we'll call this a dex. We're going to do competing dexes.
What about initiative?
Initiative works. I don't have an initiative sheet, but I can manually do that. Oh my God, of course. You are quicker on the draw, and you are able to raise your rifle up to her first, allowing you to get a shot off before she does. So go ahead and roll me to hit with your blaster. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I get 10 shots off because I can only do an area attack with this gun.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so you just pepper the ground around her. So I think you roll against my fortitude defense, right?
Yes. Would you... Okay, so if I do 2 swift actions and then my shot, would I be allowed to do that if I'm technically going first? Or do you just want it to be just the action?
Do you have... Because you don't have quick draw, do you?
Uh-uh.
And quick draw would use a move action to pull it out the holster. But we'll call that. We'll just say that was a fun narrative event. We'll call that a narrative event, and yeah, you can have your 2. Normally that would not be allowed, but because we're just having fun and doing a prologue, go ahead.
I do remember seeing that ability. Yeah, okay, then I'll brace the weapon for the shot, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. So we do -2 instead of a -5. We'll do the attack. How do I roll? Where's the... I see it.
It's against reflex. It's against reflex. So you roll against reflex. If it hits, then she takes the full amount. If it doesn't, she takes half because it's area of effect attack.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can do the modifier here. Okay, so roll -2. 13.
A 13 will not hit her reflex defense, so she'll take half of that damage, which is going to be rounded down to 5. So you spray the area around her, and she cries out as the is yours a slug thrower or a laser?
This is an energy weapon.
Energy, okay. So energy kind of like puts carbon scoring across her armor, and she hisses, stepping forward, and she calls out something in Erudi, and you see some others step out from some of the rafters. It appears she also did not come alone.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, nobody screenshot that shit. I told you, you are coming with me whether you like it or not. And then we're going to go into a bit of an initiative here as you guys start fighting. So let's bring up a turn order. And, oh, did you just roll it? Oh, no, you already
I
did.
rolled
You're
the one
21.
above. You want me to roll another one?
You're 21. No, we'll throw you in with that one.
Okay.
Add turn, 21. And then we're going to add...
I don't think I have enough ammo for this this shootout.
Rodian, and she got a 15. And then her two thugs, we're just going to give Rodian BH. Okay. Thug 1, we're going to give a 10. Thug 2, a 12. Actually, no, we're going to give him a 7. And, oh, I didn't do it. Son of a bitch. 15 and 7. All right, so they step out to either side of her, and now that we're in initiative, we're going to keep that 21, and we're going to go to her. Oops. Oh, what the fuck did it do that for? Oh, I see what it's doing. All right, so she is going to fire back at you in kind. Hers is not on a spray mode, however.
Oh, I should probably give my health back because it's been a day. How does that work?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take that back. That's fine.
Okay. I got it.
So she pulls her trigger, and it looks like she's got you dead to rights. You're pretty sure you're fucking dead. She holds that rifle up, she just... And she realizes she came in with an empty power pack, and she curses at Rhodese.
The scorekeeper.
Oh, no.
She shines on me today.
And she kind of waddles her way behind a rafter, and she's very rotund. She's so rotund that like her sides spill out from either side of this rafter. As she is now behind there getting ready to like recharge her pack or whatever. And the two thugs are going to raise their weapons to fire at you. Oops. And that'll be a miss. The second one will do the same. He will also miss.
Wow.
Giving you another opportunity here.
All right. I'm gonna get the F out of here. Am I next to where are we are we in the camp where everyone?
So you headed out from the
Right,
office
sir.
meeting, and you're heading down
Mhm.
sort of a work construction tunnel. They've got like tarp and like construction equipment up. It was sort of a narrow path that had like a few like hidey holes in there that they had snuck out from behind. And the center of the construction site is probably about 12 squares ahead. You'd have to do a double move to get there.
Okay. And a double move, I would have to take an action or a swift action to do.
A move can replace a standard, but not a swift. So you can
Gotcha.
do
Yeah,
2 moves
that's
and then
right.
a swift if you want.
I want to fire at these guys and move. So
Okay.
I don't like these guys. And let's do that and move, and I'll just get there in 2 turns instead. I'm confident.
All right. So you take your step back and you're doing some more auto fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to brace this time because I need 2 swift actions to do that. So we'll just do a -5 on this one. Whew. Not great.
That is not great. That also
But
will
the
not
damage
hit them,
is
but the damage
fantastic.
is good. So they'll both take 7, which does seem to injure them. They get kind of marked up, and they cry out and kind of duck behind like construction equipment and stuff as they're trying to avoid your blast, but to no avail.
I got to get rid of these notes. I didn't realize they'll show up on the repeating blaster. Sorry.
And then so you've moved back. You're almost to that entrance, and the Rodian's going to use her action to reload her stuff. And then she's going to go duck behind some rafters, disappearing from sight for a moment. Thug number 1 is going to fire at you again. This time he's going to hit.
Barely.
With his pistol. Ooh, that one might be painful. So you take 11
Oops.
energy damage. And then what is your
Okay.
damage threshold?
Damage threshold is 15.
All right, so you won't have to worry about that, but you do take the damage. And then the other one is going to fire as they advance on you. He's going to do horrible. He tries to fire at you, and it's just no good.
All right.
And then you're going to be able to make it out to the clearing on your next turn.
Yes.
But before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of a scene fade here. And Sevs, Anya is barreling down the street. There are now 4 scout troopers in pursuit. As you were going, there were 2 behind you, and then 2 more vroom, vroom, swoop in behind like velociraptors coming from the sides. And you got 4 of them. They're chasing you. They're firing at you. You've been dodging this whole time on your vehicle. And you're coming up on the town, and there's like some new construction there on the side. And right as you're about to get to the edge of town, you hear and you see as sparks fly up out of the front of the vehicle. It seems as though your employer has been too busy lately trying to keep up with the farm to maintain this as well as he would have liked. And you know you're going to be coasting to the ground here very shortly, probably right outside that construction building.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Doesn't say you're muted though.
Yeah.
Bunch of boomers on this channel.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you are.
Okay. All right. I will run towards the construction building, hoping that I can use maybe some of the. I can lose them in the rubble.
All right. So make me a piloting check.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh shit! Not good.
Ooh. Is this a situation where you would use a force point, or are you happy with that roll?
I might use a force point.
And I do want to do a clarification. I'm being a lot nicer in these prologues than I will be in the main game. Force points are usually called before you roll, but in this case, we're just having a little fun. Holy shit. I forgot you get a D8 on yours. All right, yeah, so that changes that a lot. So you are able to, you know what's going down. There's nothing you can do about that. But you see like a pile of what looks like softer materials, like a garbage heap and refuse and stuff from the discarded stuff they're going to be getting rid of from their construction. And you're able to kind of guide it towards that and then maneuver at the last second to sort of slide sideways into that, cushioning the impact and allowing you to tumble off of the bike towards the entrance of the construction. Can you make me an acrobatics check?
Oh god. Okay, my acrobatics is not going to be that great. Okay, thankfully it wasn't horrible.
I thought you had super high dex.
That's what I'm doing, Ozeko. That's why I'm explaining it to him now.
No, I'm not proficient in acrobatics, so...
I mean, a 14 is... You only need a 10, so you're good. So you managed to tumble and sort of stop yourself at sort of a crouching position right in front of the entrance. And you see the Imperial speeders kind of zooming in, and they're shooting their speeder shots around you. You've got nowhere to retreat except for into the construction site.
Okay, I'll run inside the construction site.
All right, you were heading inside, and you hear pursuit behind you, so you kind of like look over your shoulder, trying to see how many of them are coming in after you, what are your odds, where do you need to be going, when suddenly you run into something solid. And Skak, you feel something hit you from behind. And both of you kind of go tumbling across the dirt, and Anya, you're pretty sure this is probably another Imperial who snuck up behind you. What do you do?
Hold on.
She has to ask Chat GPT what to do.
No, I'm gonna ask
Just
you a question, Vilrock.
It was just funny how much typing I heard.
Yep.
I
Okay.
think she messaged you. Oh, okay.
I will pull out my lightsaber and try to like swing it to defend myself.
Okay. Make me a attack with your lightsaber.
Oh, God. But can I if I do this, oh, I just don't want to injure him.
I have 2-second wins.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine.
all right.
Just make the roll.
All right, lightsaber attack. I got it.
14. Would that hit Skak?
That misses my neck just barely. I need that neck.
Thank God I missed.
Fantastic. So you swing the lightsaber and it comes around just at some Trandoshan's head. And a lot of things process your mind very quickly. One, Trandoshan, probably not a member of the Imperial military unless it's a bounty hunter that's working for them. That could be a possibility. But also, the face seems familiar. Holy shit, you know who this is.
Oh my God.
No time to chat. Run.
Okay.
And you both stand up, and in the entranceway, where would be your main way to get out of here, 4 Imperial scouts are running down the hallway from the area where Skak just came from. You see 2 thugs with pistols coming towards you, and you also see up on one of the rafters, one of the hanging scaffoldings, you see a fat pink Rodian go as a jetpack kind of waddles her, or kind of like struggles to get her up there, and she perches up on one of the construction piers with her rifle, and she's shouting in Rhodese at the Rodians a bunch of orders.
Oh,
And,
you gotta be kidding me.
Anya, we are going to roll you into initiative.
What the hell are you doing here?
All right. Did I do anything? No. Damn it. Hold on. Where is the initiative?
It's a skill.
It's a
Oh,
skill.
I see it now.
Nice.
Same thing. Rolling 14. Rolling for tomorrow 14. There we go. It's the same one.
Okay, we're going to put you ahead of that other thug. And then I'm going to add in... we're going to take that off. That was a dumb idea.
Rodian
Scout.
has 45.
Yeah, ignore that.
Okay.
She started out ahead. That's all that really matters. I accidentally put something in there that adds something each round, so that number's going to keep going up. Scout 1. Scout 2. Scout 3. Scout 4. And we're going to give this one a 18. This one an 11. This one a 6. And this one got a 1. All right, so we are back at the top of the turn order. The Rodian has used her move action with her jetpack, which is struggling so much under her weight to lift her up onto this it's like this beam that's hanging off of like a crane on the strings or whatever, and it's like teetering back and forth as she shifts her weight, and she like lowers her rifle down. What's that?
I kind of want that jetpack now. I'd make better use of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And she lowers the rifle down at Skak, and she says something. She'll say it in common. She'll be like, "Sorry about your girlfriend," and then she's gonna fire. Well, why didn't I do the +4? I typed it.
Because she's weak.
You didn't type
Well,
it.
a dirty 20 will hit you, I am sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is going towards Skak, not you. So
Yeah.
Well, so it's good for me.
well, for 10 total.
Okay.
And she's going to look mighty pleased with herself as it goes to the next thug, who is going to take some cover behind.
I was going to ask you. Oh, no, it's fine. Never mind. We're good. I was going to ask you something. I'll ask you later.
So she should absolutely have disadvantage. Actually, that's a fair argument. I would accept that. Because that thing's teetering, maybe her aim's a little bit off. Would a 16 get you?
16? No. Wait, why does she have disadvantage?
Because she's on a beam that's hanging, and she's having to keep her balance while she's shooting at you. So I'm going to give her a penalty to her shot. Yeah, so that would be, she won't get that +4. So if a 16 won't hit you, it'll miss, and you can keep your 10.
But I can't use my second wind unless I'm less than half health. That was going to be my opportunity to use it.
I mean, if you'd rather be shot, I am
No,
happy
we're good.
to...
We're good.
Okay,
It done happened.
Okay. The balance of the thing causes her to actually miss. It was very close, like right between your legs. And you hear her mutter something about, bet you can't regenerate that, huh?
You'd be surprised.
Jesus. Now the thug gets to go. Make sure the +2 is actually on here this time. 18 will probably hit you, though. 2d6. So for 9. And then it goes to you.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do swift action. Second wind. I'm going to use my regenerative healing second wind.
Okay.
Which gives me 5 points at the end of each of my turn until the encounter's over. So I will. There's nowhere to run, is there? We just have to fight these guys?
Yeah, you're going to have to either make your way through the troopers or make your way through the bounty hunters to get out of here. One of these exits needs to be blown open.
Let's go this way. He's pointing to the troopers. I would much rather fight stormtroopers than bounty hunters.
It's fair.
Will...
Now, mind you, you're an alien. Shooting stormtroopers really bad for you, but
my life's over anyway.
Okay.
Let the chaos begin. I don't actually brace it, but I hold my pistol and I'm gonna fire at whatever stormtroopers are close to each other. If there's more than one next to each other in a 2x2.
Okay. You can probably get the first 2 scouts.
I just clicked something that totally messed up my browser. Okay. Sorry, what was your answer? What did you say?
You're going to get the 2 front scouts. That is definitely not going to hit their armor class, so they'll take half of that each, 7.
Yeah, 7 each.
So they are still up for now. Carbon scoring all over their white armor, which was impeccably polished before this started.
And I will run in that direction and beckon Anya to follow me.
Got it.
And then I get 5 HP back. And that's my turn.
All right. The first scout is going to had his weapon trained on Anya, but after getting peppered by this thing, it's going to look back and forth. He's going to look at the other scout, and he's going to say something in his helmet, and the other one's going to nod, and he's going to continue firing at Anya.
Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have suppressed them. That would have been better.
Wow, I'm actually getting good rolls for once. So, Anya, I get a dirty 20 firing at you. So let me roll their damage. $11. That is 11 energy damage to you. What is your... Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to ask that question.
It's not that. That's your
Good.
question.
Okay, good. So you'll take that, and then it'll go to your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use a swift action to use prepared for danger. So it allows me to use one unspent far-seeing force point and then move it to another force point as a swift action. Because I already used move object, I'm gonna use that to put one force point in move object.
Okay.
And describe to me like the bounty hunter is on top of something hanging loose. If I were to let it go, would it fall on top of the stormtroopers?
So she went up onto the rafter. Yes. So if she is positioned there, if you were to somehow get that thing to drop, her and that scaffolding that she is standing on would fall on top of the 2 scout troopers that are currently aiming at you two and getting peppered by Keaton.
Okay. So I will use my move action, which is more than the swift action, to use a force point to move object.
So you use your force power move object that you brought back.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 ways that you could do this. One of them will be a smaller DC. So one of them, the thing that's being held up is being held by like this claw and winch. You could try to force that claw open using the force, which then would cause it to drop. Or you can use the force to try to maneuver the knobs on the actual device over there and just release the claw. That would be a lower DC.
I'll do the one that's the lower DC.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Where is my... Use the force.
What? Is there a poll going on? What are you guys up to?
Ooh, 29. Let's go.
That's
Jesus
a natural 20.
Christ, man. Her rolls are so insane.
That is a natural 20. That means I get all my force points back. Yes. Let's go.
I swear to God, man.
So
this is what,
that means...
I can see what this is going to be like.
So that means I get... Because I got 2 force points in Farsi, I had spent 1, that means I get 2 back. And I had 1 in move object, so that means I get it back. I still have 1 in battle strike and 1 in force slam, so I got all of them back. I'm so excited.
I swear to God, man. All right, so you do reach over with the force, and you kind of close your eyes, and you move your hands, and you pull the knob, it goes up, and the claw releases, causing the scaffolding that she's standing on to plummet. Right on top of the scout troopers, hitting them both and knocking them prone, and causing the fat Rodian to tumble and fall, and she stumbles backwards into a sharp piece of equipment, and we're going to narrate what happens with that in just 1 second, because I got to roll some damage for it. I want to see what this damn pole is. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what you guys are up to.
There, I'll end up.
So you guys got us to 800, so I'm going to make a couple special things happen. But let me see who tipped it so I can give some credit to where it's due. That came from Cowboy. Let it happen. Well, that is convenient. And to Skak. Oh, we got 2 of them. So Nozaku gave a force point to Skak. You can take note of that for the next session. And then Cowboy, I don't know who yours is going to. I'm assuming me because you're supporting the Fed, and I'll take that.
I'm assuming Skak.
How many? Sorry?
To Skak.
You get 2. You get 2 force points, and I get 2 because I know Cowboy will support me. Yeah.
No, Cowboy is giving it to Skak.
That's not what it says. Well, let's just see what he says after this, okay? So the special event is going...
Oh,
I have a question about, so it's force points, not hero points? Or are the 2 separate things?
They're force points. They're the same thing. In this campaign, they're all force points.
Okay, I think it'll be next session.
And it goes to Skak. Cowboy said it goes to Skak.
God damn it. Let me do my event first. He might change his mind. I hate you all for stalling me. All right, so... she falls, she hits the thing, and it deals some damage to her backpack, her jetpack, which then sets off and causes her to start in circles around the construction yard over and over. She's like trying to grab the dirt and drag herself, and she can't. And
Should
then
do the Boba Fett scream.
yeah,
That was good.
I try. I've been practicing. And then from the same hallway that you came from earlier, where all the meeting offices are and stuff, you hear a loud sound as something comes loose, and one of the rolling balls for the like demolition machines that the droids operate comes rolling and hits the two bounty hunter thugs, pinning them in the hallway. And standing across the way with some crutches and bandages all over his body is Cowboy, who just hit the release lever on that ball, and he gives like a shaky thumbs up to Skak.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
I raise my pistol. Stay gold, Cowboy, and we can leave after
All
that.
right, so because I didn't use my action, because I used my bonus action, which is more than the swift action to use the force. Can I use my action to just move and just move out of the area?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, wait. You said your bonus, your swift action.
Yeah, because I got one standard, one bonus action, one swift action.
Oh, okay. You're mixing it up a little bit. So yeah, standard move. Swift. So you used your swift to get the force power back. You used your action, so you got your moves. Yes, you could definitely move.
Okay.
There are still two scouts in the tunnel. They've watched as their friends get crushed, and the fat purple Erodian is now like spinning in circles around the entire construction site as her jetpack is damaged and malfunctioning. And you have moved, so we go to Thug 2, who just got hit by a wrecking ball. So I actually need to do some damage to him real quick. And you already damaged him, so he's actually out. So we'll just take him off the initiative. Scout number 2 was under the scaffolding. He's going to take some damage. That would have fallen. All right, so that would be 3D. All right, he's down too because he got peppered by that spray, and that's more than enough to take down his health. So we'll take him off. Scout 3.
I completely agree, Michaela. I think Cowboy is probably the best NPC that Erudi has ever made.
Why is he the best NPC I've ever made?
He's awesome, man.
He's really fun.
He's just a regular guy who risked his life.
Yeah,
He better go hide or something so they don't see that he's the one that did that.
I know. Jesus.
Yeah, he's certainly going to hobble out of there.
Awesome.
And then we are going to do one for the this third scout trooper. Actually, I'll just go ahead and roll this for the other one that got hit, because he's probably dead too, I'm sure. Oh no, he's actually still up. So the first scout still has some HP left, but he's prone and trapped under scaffolding. All right, so this third scout looks over and fires at Anya over the fallen scaffolding. So he's going to roll. Oh, shit. That is a critical hit to Anya. This is not going to be good. So that is going to be 66 instead of 3d6. Oh, I rolled so low on my critical hit.
That is the worst roll I've ever seen.
I can't even do good crits.
Oh, wow.
I am the most cursed GM ever to exist in this universe.
You got 4 1s and 2 2s.
Jeez.
There is no DM more cursed than me. Fuck the Devil's Chair. God damn it, Sevi, and your Zozo Demon, and the Devil's Chair, and every other thing you've gotten me cursed with. I swear to fucking God.
Dude, I feel like you deserve a spa weekend after that damage, man. You must be mentally drained. Man.
That was a crit! In Star Wars, crits are strong. All right, you take 8. 8 energy damage. I swear to fucking God. Fail Rudai. You know what? God damn it, man. That might actually be a nickname that makes fucking sense at this point. All right, he tried. He really tried. He thought he scored a good hit on you, but maybe because of the force and your intuition and your lightsaber being out, you're able to kind of just slightly deflect it or something. And he's going to start retreating backwards, but keeping his pistol trained on you. The fourth scout is also going to fire at you. Getting a 15, does that beat your reflex?
Nope.
All right, so they'll miss you as well as they start retreating backwards towards the entrance, trying to get to their speeder bikes. All right, the Rhodian bounty hunter is currently in a circle around the entire place and trying to grab the dirt or whatever, and she's like growling to herself. She can't get control, but she still raises her rifle shakily at Skag, like it going everywhere, and she makes a Hail Mary shot at him, hoping that maybe it will land.
That's good. I thought she was going to shoot at me for a second.
Or Skak. God damn it. I'm screwing myself up now because I've used too many weird fucking names. She won't get her +4. In fact, she'll get a -1 on the top of that, so -5 total. And that'll be a miss. So she rolls an 8, and it misses you, and she is unable to stop the jetpack from flinging her around this entire place. This thug was also hit by the ball. 4d6. That cowboy dropped. Cowboy ended him too. That thug is not going to be bothering you. Skak.
The speeders weren't hit by the falling stuff, were they? The ones the troopers were on?
No, they left those out front. They came in by foot.
Okay. But we're out front now, right? We're close to it?
No. Now you're at the entrance. You still haven't gone through. The bounty hunter fell on top of them. There's still a tunnel entrance you got to go through, and there's 2 troopers in that tunnel. But they are currently retreating backwards like they're trying to get to their speeder bikes.
And they're next to each other?
They are within 10 feet of each other, yes. So they would be 5, 10. No, actually, they're right next to each other. They're right next to each other. So they're adjacent.
If they're adjacent, I will just do a regular attack as opposed to suppress. So let's do that. No, I need my move. So yeah, we'll just do the regular -5.
Okay.
Wow.
That'll actually hit them in their reflex
Yeah,
defense.
take 13.
So they take the full amount. They both go down.
All right.
So they are sprawled out.
He's just
their weapons fly away.
Something snapped in Skak's brain, and he's like smiling and laughing while he's just laying down this constant stream of blaster fire, and he's enjoying it. And I will continue to run out.
So you're emptying your clip?
I still have 10 more shots.
Okay, I want to make sure I understood what you were saying. I didn't know if you were saying you were like going gung ho and just firing for the shit of it.
Well, he just fired 40 shots continuously for the past few rounds. So.
Oh, got it. Okay. So that takes care of all the scouts and all the thugs. The only person still up is the bounty hunter, and she's really no threat until she gets her jetpack under control. So are you guys going to retreat out of here or stay behind to take care of this bounty hunter?
I'm retreating.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, so you guys, we're going to take you out of initiative order. And you go running down the hallway, stepping over the troopers and looking for those speeder bikes they left behind. And as you get out there, can you both make me a perception check?
Okay.
I kick one of the troopers as I walk past.
Oof. Got an 11.
Yeah, well, you guys only needed a 10. You both pass. So you, as you're walking out, you both hear, and you look up and you see this black droid that has sort of like a flat cylindrical head attached to a little round bottom that has spindly legs. And it like looks at you and there's like a flash of red light, like it's scanning across the horizon, and then it starts floating away into the distance back towards where the officer and stormtroopers were.
Oh shit! He's getting more people. We need to run.
Wait, who? That droid?
Yes, that droid. We need to get out of here.
Look, I know of a way off planet. I think they might be leaving today, if I'm remembering correctly.
Cowboy did say that the shipments leave every 5 days, and he said specifically yesterday that there was one leaving today.
I don't know what time it leaves, but if we hurry, we might be able to make a shuttle off planet.
Okay, let's.
By the way, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, it's a long story. I'll tell you once we get to safety.
Okay, I think it's this way.
Okay.
He starts to run like 10 steps. Wait, no, it's this way. He looks back the other way.
All right.
Oh God. Are you guys are gonna run, or are you gonna take the bikes?
Oh, the bikes.
If we can
We're
take a
taking the
bike,
bikes.
yeah.
Yeah,
for
we'll
sure.
take the bikes.
All right, so you guys hop onto the bikes, and you know their people are coming. So I'm not going to give you a D10 on this. I need you both to make
you
piloting
wanna,
checks.
You want to just get on my bike?
Yeah, I'll get on your bike. What do you want to say?
Here, take this. I'm going to give you my auto fire gun if you want to start spraying behind us.
I don't think she can even shoot that.
No,
It's
I don't
small,
think.
it's small arms.
Oh, is it?
It's a pistol. Yeah, it's a pistol.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the one you were
Yeah,
bracing.
it just has a retractable stock, so you
Got
can treat
it.
it as a rifle in terms of range and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. All right, so you hop on, and you're gonna fly while she sits on the back and maybe fires or some shit. This is gonna be a piloting check, so we're gonna do this the right way if you want to do it. So the way you're supposed to do it in the system is say, "Hey, I want to use a force point before you roll your d20." Do you want to use a force point on this check?
Yeah, for this, I want to get out of here, so
Okay.
let's do that. Pilot. I can't do. Can I add the D6 on here?
Just for now, roll the 1d6.
Okay, I'll just. Okay, we'll do D6 first. D6. 4.
Okay, 4. And then when you roll your
And-
attack, I think it will give you an option to add a modifier and just add that +4 to it. Unless they change the sheet. Since
Oh
last
yeah,
time,
yeah,
so-
yeah. +4. Okay, that's right. I'll do +4 on the pilot. 28.
Oh wow.
God damn your rolls tonight, guys.
32. Jesus. It's too bad it was not a 36.
No. It's a 28 because that includes the 4. But if it would have been
Okay.
36, I just would have crashed you guys on purpose.
I don't think I would have been able to get a 36.
Yeah, you fucking you ace through this town. You've been out so many times getting food and just whatever that you know the shortcuts and the alleyways, whatever to head to this spaceport where this thing's kept. And you get there with good time. And you get into the port and you see the shuttle getting geared up. There's some droids out there loading it up with some empty crates that are going to be brought back with new equipment and things like that. What do you do?
All right, give me that back. Take the
Okay.
rifle. I'm just gonna shove
I'll
it
give it
into
back.
my. There's like a pocket on his pants that's big enough to hold it where the holster is, just so he's not walking around. Because I don't know what the rules are in terms of the Empire and
Oh, this weapon is very illegal.
conceal weapon. Yeah, this is a military weapon. So
Yeah, this is highly illegal.
yeah,
All right, let's go to the ship, right?
okay, yeah, it's that one right there.
Okay.
Just hold on a sec. He pulls out the data pad and starts to flip through like emails with clearance codes and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this might work.
So you start to walk up to the droid with your data pad, and there's this little astromech droid and a bipedal droid. They're working together on this team or whatever, and the astromech droid turns and looks at you and goes, beep, beep. And the bipedal droid goes, R3D6 says no biologicals allowed on this transportation.
Actually, we're supposed to be going out to collect the supplies for the guild. Look, I have the clearance codes and everything right here if you want to waste time with all this, but
R3D6 says no such authorizations on our manifest.
oh, that's a shame. Can I look around? How busy is this place? Is it super busy?
Not really. This area seems to be sort of a private hangar that's owned by the guild. There's several droids in here loading the thing up and getting the ship prepared to go. What are you thinking?
Smash and grab.
So you want to smash the droid and then get on board the shuttle? That's your idea?
That would be the easy way to do it.
I mean, we could do. I mean, I don't know how good you are with computers, but can you
Wait,
just?
Yeah, I was gonna
edit
say.
the
Hold
manifest?
on a sec. Is that what was that bug called in the earlier section?
The blue diamond locust?
Hang on a sec. There's one of those locusts on you. I think it's getting to your wires. Turn around for a sec.
Oh dear, those pests are everywhere. He turns around, all trusting.
I was gonna try and find whatever switch I need to flip to power him down.
Make me mechanics roll.
14.
Yeah, easy peasy. The droid just slumps over.
Okay.
And
I think that means we're good to go.
R3D6 starts making a panic sounds.
Oh boy. I want to just shoot this thing. He's like having so much fun like being a renegade right now that he wants to do all the bad things.
Oh god. All right, maybe we can get them in and find a way to fix them inside.
The R3 unit's still active and it's upset. You just turned its friend off and it's like whirring around and making blarping noises, and there's a little spindly arm that came out with like a like taser thing on it, and it's like backing away towards the comm ports.
Oh god. Is
Do you
there a
have
way?
anything you want to do? Because I'm just gonna start doing stuff. I don't want to take the full initiative here.
Okay, well, can I just use a force to move object and just turn that thing off?
All right. God, chat, you're asking so much of me today. I'll tell you what, chat. We are 80 away from the $900 mark. If you get us there, I will make a very convenient opening for them to take control of R3D6.
Wait, wasn't R3D6 the droid in the other one?
No, that was CP36. Very different
okay.
droid. We'll
So what
see
are you
if they
doing?
can do it.
So
but
can
what are
I
you
turn
doing?
it off? Can I turn it off?
Using the Force? Ooh,
Yes.
So that's going to be that's actually going to be a difficult check, but you can do it. So that would be a use the Force check to try to manipulate a fine hidden object. So I'll let you take 2 checks on this. Do you have knowledge technology?
Yes. Oh, but I'm not gonna do so well on this.
Give it a shot.
Ah, shit. Nope.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a use the Force check. You're not going to get a bonus on this. It's going to be at -4.
Okay.
Trying to turn this thing off on your best
Okay.
guess where you've seen switches on these
Right.
type of droids at the farm.
Okay, I'm gonna use a force point to add to it. I'm just gonna say it.
I'm about to just fire at this thing.
Okay, I got a 6.
That's going to make a big difference. So just add a +2. Perfect. Holy shit, man. Your rolls are so insane. How are you even... God damn. Wow. Yeah, you easily... it was nothing. Flip the switch off.
Conversation anyway.
Okay, all right. I'll push both of the droids inside the ship. Let's just go, please. Let's just hurry. You can't stay here.
All right, you they're heavy when they're lifeless, but you're able to drag them onto the ship, and the crates are all empty, conveniently enough, because they're going to pick up supplies. So you are easily able to stow yourself away in one of those.
All right.
Oh, it will not be so easy, Nozaku, without my convenient intervention. But you guys did at least get the droids in there.
Do you want to
And-
tell me why you're here first before we
Yeah.
get too far?
After we went our different ways, I decided to hide here because it was easier to hide farming. I didn't want anybody to know that I was here, and fortunately I trusted somebody that I should have not trusted. So he
You see, my
ratted me out.
philosophy is I just don't trust anyone. You should live by that.
Can I trust you?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I'm pretty cool, so. I'll tell you what, though, I'm pretty excited. What are we gonna do next? We're gonna go, like, blow up a building or something? The post office. They always lose my mail. That's a great place to start.
The post office. I'm not sure the post office is the place to go, but maybe we can figure out what to do once we get to our destination. I think the problem now is they ratted me out to the Imperial Force, and now they know my name and they know I can use the Force. So
And they
I'm
know what
sure,
you look like.
and they know what I look like, and I think they'll be looking for me. And it looks like you got some people looking for you as well.
Yeah. It's just some idiots from the guild, you know. They weren't happy about that whole situation. So I guess they've been looking for me too.
Oh man, I'm not surprised that they're still mad about it.
I'm pretty glad though. It just means more people for me to take out.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm going to hit transition. Continue your RP.
Okay, so this shuttle's going to someplace. What's the name of it?
Good question. So you look up.
Let me check the data pad. Yeah.
Yeah, you check the data pad. You can take a 10 on the search now that the shuttle's taking off. You feel like you're pretty safe. And it's going to Selzon Station, which is orbiting just off of Brentall 4.
Okay, Salzon Station. I guess from there we can, I don't know, like, what do you think? Like, find the DMV, blow that up, and then we can, you know, move on from there or something?
I don't think we need to blow anything up. I don't.
Come on,
think we
let's stick
have
it to the
any-
Imperials. I've been having fun. This is more fun than I've had my entire life.
Well, what have you been doing since we last parted?
Boring, mundane work. I mean, it paid the bills for a while, but you know the Empire, they hate aliens.
That is very unfortunate. They're very misguided.
Okay, so we get there. What's our next move?
We get there. Our next move is to move somewhere else. I mean, we are on the run, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do and how to defend ourselves. And I don't think that. I'm not sure that hiding again will do anything.
In that case, I mean, we might as well find the nearest building for the Taxation Bureau and blow that up, right?
Why do you want to blow things up, Skak?
Why wouldn't I want to blow things up? I mean, this is the Empire. I feel like I've been liberated, you know, like I'm a new Trandoshan, and I just feel like I could get a really high score, and I want that. I want that for my life now.
But I understand fighting the Empire, but we shouldn't hurt.
The Taxation Bureau is part of the Empire.
But there are innocent people there. We should make sure that nobody gets hurt.
Man, all right. I
There
mean,
is the
innocent,
added
really.
complication that, well, you're not in charge of the shuttle, and it's going to a place where those things aren't at the moment. So you'd have to figure out how to even get to the Taxation Bureau at this point. But you guys probably have this kind of conversation all the way to Selzon Station, talking about all the ways you'd strike back against the Empire, but all the ways that you should avoid hurting people and catching up, because you guys do have prior history and know each other. Maybe we'll learn more about that as we continue forward in our campaign. But I think that is where we are going to wrap.
We got $48 from Michaela, and DCV sent a $20 for a super chat though, but he said for the fund. I don't know. How do you want to handle that?
Supposed to go through the Streamlabs, yeah. Did it get it? Did it at least get us to 80? Let me see. Shit, I lost track of my thing. No, we're still 40 short. I'll count if we can get that last 20 in chat to the Dallas Fund. I'll count the 20 from the super chat too to round it up to 900. Not for the Dallas Fund, but for this goal. But while we see if that happens, let's talk a little bit about everything that's occurred. I felt like that was a lot of fun. It all came together very well. Really fun little adventure romp of two friends running into each other again. I'd be interested to hear the characters' perspectives on this. So Keaton / Skek, everything that happened, the incident that got Cowboy hurt, the bounty hunters finding you, and you thought you were done with that, and then running into your friend. How is he feeling? What is he thinking? Where are his thoughts at?
He feels like he's turned the corner. He doesn't have to hide anymore. He wants to get as high a score as possible now so that he can ascend to the scorekeeper's domain. He's shocked to see Anya here because he thought she would have been either dead by now or like living a really mundane life, like in a hut in Tatooine, like some, you know, some old man or something.
Farming is a mundane life.
But he didn't know that you were doing that at that point. I think he probably just assumed you were out here attacking the Empire, which is why he's like, "Yeah, I'm on board. Let's do this." But yeah, something snapped in his brain. He's gonna like slowly become more and more insane as he takes on more and more Imperials. So. One thing he needs, though, is a bigger gun with more ammo because he does not have a lot of ammo left for that little gun he has. So he's looking forward to trying to find something like that because it's hard to conceal a big gun from the Empire. He's only been able to keep his little blaster pistol.
And do you have, so does he have any thoughts in his, oh, I just got a message. Oh, got it. Does he have any thoughts on why he, without her having said yet, suspecting why these stormtroopers are hunting her down? Or did she say, actually? Did you reveal that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I said that
okay.
a trusted friend betrayed me.
Okay. All right, then never mind. That question is irrelevant. How about then Anya? Same thing. These events have taken place. How does she feel about what happened with her friend, leaving the farmstead behind, running into this other friend the Force somehow provided in their current predicament?
I'm really sad that I was betrayed. I really trusted him. I didn't think that he would sell me out. I don't know how true it is that he himself sold me out or not. So I'm not sure if it was him or if he made a comment and then somebody else figured it out. Mort didn't really seem to be the one who had done it. Mort was probably just sleeping, honestly. It's just... It's sad that he did it, but I hope that he uses that money to recover and heal because even though he did betray me, I was still worried that he was going to die because of his sickness. And in terms of meeting Skak again, she feels content and relieved. Skak was always there for her when it was a really hard situation, and he saved her when she was really young. So she really owes him a lot. And like she said to him, you know, she does trust him and knows that he can pull his weight.
Well, I'll try with my +2 strength. Meanwhile, everyone else has +4 to everything. Just kidding.
I'm so surprised how much people like the cowboy NPC. So many people like that fucking NPC.
Dude, Cowboy is a straight up G. I hope he joins the rebellion.
Maybe, hey, you know what? Maybe he will. He seems to be an alien sympathizer. Who knows what reoccurring characters might make an appearance in the future?
He's the Biggs Darklighter to my Luke Skywalker.
Well, while you guys are chatting or whatever,
thank you, Kyo. By the way, he sent $20, so thank you for that.
Oh, to round out the Streamlabs or on Super Chat? I didn't see it, sorry.
Streamlabs.
Nice. So that is 2 hero points to Anya. So we officially hit the 900, even though I was going to count the other Super Chat. I appreciate that so much. God, you guys are so fucking amazing. I'm going to give you guys a big thank you here in just a second. But we're going to say narratively, while you're talking, you happen to notice, Skak, as you're thumbing through your emails, an email catches your eye that it looks like it's the registration. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to destroy that thing after I found the information about where it was taking us.
Well, don't do it yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't do it yet. You just so happened to find an email that hadn't somebody had lazily in your company not completed yet. It's still in the process of being worked, but it's the registration for one of the dock droids. One named R3D6. And he hadn't officially filled out the registration yet in the name of the company. It would take nothing to add a digital signature to this with your name on it.
Yeah, can I attempt to do that?
Yes, do it.
I have a +7 to use computers. So.
Oh my god, I only have a +1 for that. So
you can even get a support role from Anya if you want. She can try to add +2 to your role, making it a +9.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I'll help him. Do I have to roll for it?
Yeah, you guys, I'm not going to switch the screen, but you can roll it and I'll tell chat what the results are. All right, you'll definitely give her the +2.
Oh my god. Thank God.
22. So yeah, very, very easily enough.
Sorry, I put the 2 in there already.
Oh, you put 2 in there? Okay.
Yeah, 22.
So
sorry.
yeah, you know that the company is very sloppy with its passwords, and Erudi, the guild guy, he never double checks to make sure the passwords are changed. So you just try what you remember the last authorization password was for this stuff, and it works, and you're able to sign the droid your name.
E6969. How could I forget?
And now you have R3D6 registered as your droid.
I like that.
Nice. We just have to wipe his memory or something.
Well, now that he's got a restraining bolt on him, and now that he's officially your property, there's not much he can do to defy you after this.
Yeah, no need to wipe his memory. He might have some good info in there.
Oh,
okay. You can wipe it if you want to, because they do get a little quirky over time.
That's how you know they're a lot of fun.
But all right. So that is a reward for you, chat, for helping us, you crazy chat bastard.
Thank you, chat.
$900 on our second goal, guys. I did not think we were going to get these first goals so fast. We're 100 away from unlocking the second tier and then unlocking my top secret tier. That's right. The tier that's related to the Dungeon Daddy himself.
Oh, God. Why?
So, when we cross that line, we're going to get there, I think, pretty quickly. It's going to be a lot of fun to find out what that third tier is, and you'll have unlocked the cosplay, helping us get to Dallas. That is incredible. You guys are insane. Insane how supportive you've been over this last week. I love you guys, truly. Even though you are chat bastards. I love you. And no, this has been a lot of fun. The prologues have been really cool. What do you think, Chad? Do you enjoy this kind of like homebrewed prologue style that we did? That lets you kind of get some time with the characters before the main campaign starts. Is that something you'd like to see continued in the future? Definitely let us know here for sure, but also do so in the comments, because that helps get this video out to the wider YouTube net and tells people about this show and brings them in to watch it with you. And that's really what we want here, to grow and let people experience these stories with us. I'm not sorry that I helped unlock Morton every campaign. What do you mean you'll take it out on me? How does this work? How does this work, Michaela, and all the Queen Shirts and Sevi and Chat Bastards, that when somebody else does something bad, I get punished for it? You guys are the worst. Absolutely the worst. But awesome. Lots of fun. We are at time, but yeah, you guys are the best. And I thought all of the characters were brilliant in both Prologue campaigns. This is going to be a fun group. When it comes together, this is going to be a fun group.
We're going to meet in a tavern, right?
And just
no.
Oh, I really wanted to meet in a cantina.
Just a reminder, you guys, if you have not joined Gilded, please do so. Look at memes, because there's so many memes of Mort right now that Kyo made with Sleeping Caleb and Sleeping Moz. They're awesome. I love it.
God, I
you guys have to go see. And then he made one for Star Wars as well. It's hilarious.
I gotta go look at those too. Oh, Gilded's great. It's free to be there, by the way. You should come hang out. You can talk to all of us here on the cast, as well as other guilt-free, gaming-minded individuals like yourselves. It's a lot of fun. And keep your eyes posted to the channel for the announcement of the next show. It's possible we don't run next weekend and instead run the weekend after, because I might have a guest lined up, but their next weekend was booked. And if that's the case, I'm going to probably push that first episode out 1 week. If that's the case. So just keep your eyes posted. We'll put the date up in the announcements and also schedule the stream for the correct date, probably here in the next 2 days. I think that's all I've got. So let's just go to each of you, tell them where you can be found, what you'll be up to. We'll start with Keaton and then save me for last.
Yeah, I own Valrock Art Miniatures. I digitally sculpt miniatures, release them as 3D printable files. So if you're interested in any of those, I've got 700 plus at this point, digital miniatures that I've made. You can find lots of Star Wars miniatures there too. I've got quite a few Stormtroopers, some Rebel characters, and you can see the renders on my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've updated it because I've been so busy, but normally I will post renders there. And sometimes I'll do sculpting as well. So if you want to see sculpting videos there, you can. We recently just released a live play for We Geek Together. We did a sort of prologue to the Dead Wars, which is the largest D&D game in the world. So if you want to watch that, it's out now. It's maybe 2.5 hours, I think. We all sat around a table in the tavern and we recorded it. So you can find that on We Geek Together, their YouTube channel. Other than that, I think that's everything. So let's hear from Sevi.
You can find me on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop on Thursdays for March of the Dragon Queen, Fridays for Mummy's Mask, and then Sundays for Pokemon. You can find me over here in Moonskull on every other Wednesday for Phasmophobia, which I play with Erudi. Then Fridays we do Whiskey and Wine, and then we alternate that with games with cast members of Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. And then Saturdays for Star Wars. Other than that, you can please join my Discord server, which is Michaela linked. And I usually stream on my private channels on Twitch and Kick Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays and Saturdays for sure. So just keep your eyes out for that. If please follow if you have not. Please subscribe if you can. Every little thing helps. And of course, my Instagram account and my Twitter. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. And I'm Erudi. I am the head of Geeks Gamers Tabletop, and I am co-partner and co-owner of this channel, Moonskull, with Sevi. And we're having a lot of fun here. I think you guys can see that this is going to be a good campaign. I'm really looking forward to it. I am so hyped. Shit, there was something else I was about to say, and I just lost it. Fuck.
Did Streamlabs just say press F while Sevi was talking?
Yeah.
I kind of put a bunch of Streamlabs saying random stuff, so that's one of them.
I hate it so, and they're all annoying. I hate all of them. That's really awesome. Oh, I was going to say something else. We did just launch some merch for Moonskull. You can get the classic Moonskull, which is going to be our logo on a bunch of different things. Everything from Switch cases to iPhone watch bands, to shirts and hoodies, mugs are on there. We've got the Wake Up Fuckable and soon to add Wake Up Unfuckable line that has a MS Paint version of our favorite puppet frog with that line underneath. And I have been ordered behind the scenes to start work on a Sevi cult line as well, a Cult of Sevi line. So I guess that'll be coming too. But keep an eye out for that stuff. I know you guys have been asking for merch for a long time, and we had a hiccup with the tabletop side, so we're just going to push ahead with Moonskull for now and get some in your guys' eager hands. Other than that, I will see you guys next... Ooh, I won't see you guys until Thursday for Secrets of the Frost Maiden. And, well, we will talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.